Hey guys, welcome to Becca Scoops live on Thursday night. It is a very special live stream. I'm sure you guys know what we're here for, the prison phone calls. I received them yesterday morning. I have been hour after hour after hour after hour after hour pouring through them. There are thousands, I think. I'm pretty sure. Didn't take account, but wow. All I can say is wow. And definite themes are appearing in this, not surprising themes to me. But before I get to that, yes, Keekins is here. This is Keegan's bed. She was in her bed just about 2 minutes before we went live, and she decided to drop down here for right now, but she may go back to her. She may go back to her bed. She kind of goes back and forth. So just wanted to point that out. Welcome to all of you. Thank you to all my mods that are in chat. I've been watching the chat, and let's just get to it. Okay, so thankfully, a lot of content creators now have these calls, and that needs to happen because there are so many of them, right? What I'm going to bring is the ones that I chose that I thought were noteworthy, that I thought that you guys need to hear. A few in the beginning you might have heard somewhere else, but I'm going to point out some things that I don't think anyone else has pointed out about them, and then I'm going to get into other ones that are just, as I put in the description, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. What are the themes? Gypsy Rose Blanchard has not changed one iota since 2015. Okay. What led up to the murder, her motivations, what makes her tick is the same thing we see constantly in these calls. What am I talking about? Well, of course, it's all about her. Okay. But it's all about men. It's all about her pursuit of men, number one. Number two, it is her physical looks. How does she look? I can't make it up. These are what kind of themes are these? Very base themes for life, right? You would think if you were convicted, you took a plea deal. You got so lucky to get that deal. And we're going to get into that because some of these calls talk about how she views the plea deal, and she is not stupid. She knows why she got it, and we're going to hear it. Not the pretend story, not the fake narrative, the real story. Okay? Now, I don't know if any of you guys have heard also, but Ryan Anderson, Gypsy's ex-husband, over on TikTok, has been complaining that these calls are somehow illegal or something. And I'm like, no, I think pretty much when you're in prison, you lose your right to what? Freedom, but privacy, right? You have no expectation of privacy when you go to prison. And so if you're talking to someone in prison, you better know it's being recorded, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer. I have no idea what Ryan's talking about, you guys. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Well, it's just not legal, you guys, and those people that got them, those people, I don't know who those people he's talking about, but he's like, those people, it's like, and I want to thank those people, the original people that wanted to stay anonymous. I get it. What I heard was that they were being harassed, right? They were being harassed over on TikTok, I guess, mostly. And they put out a post that, because of this, they were going to maybe take away the accounts or whatever. And I was like, oh, please don't do that. Please know you're doing a service. This is why it's legal for people to post the prison calls and the prison emails. It's what is done. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? So I just wanted to give them a shout out, whoever they are. Please, you've got an army behind you. You don't have to worry. I don't know what the harassment is or what is going on with them, but it's not right. That's not right. They're not doing anything wrong, right? All right, guys. Thank you guys in advance to all of my mods that are there. Thank you guys so much. And let's get to it. All right. Now, probably most of you have heard this first one that I'm going to, and heads up also, I after my live, the ones that I play, we will format them. Some of the audio in the ones that I just like found today or late last night, the audio is kind of like not great. So Mitch can clean that up. So what we are going to do is after the live, we will go ahead and post all of these individually. Okay. Because I'm not going to play every single little sound clip in even the ones that I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play what's most significant, obviously, for the live. But then if you guys want to go back, I will have them on, on my channel, posted, and there will be more content of, the whole entire call. Okay. If I don't play the whole entire call here tonight. So let's go ahead. First one up is going to be Mike Stanfield. Now, most of you know Mike Stanfield was Gypsy Rose Blanchard's public defender. And this call, yeah, let's go ahead and let me bring it up. And we're going to point out some things. Mike's been a very bad boy in this call. It goes beyond being a bad boy. He's going to do something illegal here. Illegal. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not into the drama. I'm not here to make dramatics. No, what I'm going to show you, what he's going to do here is illegal. Okay. And shame on Mike because he had to know he was also being recorded. All right, let me go ahead and bring it up.
Nothing much. Mom told me that you wanted to talk to me.
Okay, so just to set up this first one here, and I'm sorry, hopefully the sound will be okay for you guys. Sound is always kind of weird in these prison calls. Gypsy had contacted Chris. Well, let me do this other one first. It's just a really quick one to set it up. You guys need to hear this one to set it up.
On an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to securustech.net. That's SECURUSTECH.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Gypsy Blanchard.
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Oh, okay. So just a little housekeeping. Just for Susan, I thought I added your right account back as a mod, and that's my fault. If it's not the right one, maybe now that your name is in chat, maybe SB can add you right now because yeah, I'm sorry. I sent you guys emails about that. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Bubble.
Hey, Mom. How you doing today?
On our way to Homa,
Homa?
bringing Mia and one of her friends shopping for a Halloween costume party.
Cool.
You on speaker so you could tell her hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Just ready to go get this over with.
Halloween is awesome. It's the most exciting holiday of the year. You get dressed up as anything you want, and you get candy. So it's totally awesome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mom, whenever you get home, I need your mad internet skills.
Okay, for what, baby?
Well, you remember how I said that I had a letter boyfriend?
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Well,
You want me to check him out?
Yeah, I want you to check him out and see if he's really cute.
Okay, what's his name?
His name is Josh Britt.
Okay.
BRITT.
So there's the guy up there, okay? And so basically, she calls Christy to just tell Christy, I got another boyfriend, okay? Can you check him out? Go check him. Okay. Note the date, October 23rd, 2016. Girl, I mean, this is just months after, right? I mean, what are we doing here? And this was the whole 8.5 years she's in prison, you guys. And the call after call after call, guy after guy after guy. I mean, it is just okay. So that's the setup for this Mike phone call now, where Mike is going to do something illegal. Okay. Because now Mike is no longer really her attorney anymore. It's over with between them, but he feels the need to. I guess Christy like got a hold of him and like, you know what, this guy she wants to go for this inmate, and Christy's like, it's not a good deal. You know what? So Mike is going to talk to her here.
So I called.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still sitting at work, plugging away. It's 7:08.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a little rough. I got a new job, which is.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward. She gets a new job.
Argue it. Mike longed to disclose Dr. Frank's. It's his trial's not even. In a lot of cases, there's strategic reasons why you would have a jury's not going to get to hear that. So.
No.
Yeah, I sent it to Christy. I was just like, she keeps calling me. You guys just talk to her, tell her what's going on. So.
I had called her last night because I had wanted her to look up this guy for me. Because I started writing this guy about 2 months ago. He's my friend's brother-in-law. And,
okay.
So we started talking back and forth, and it kind of became a letter relationship. But I don't know what he looks like, so I had Mom look him up. Mom says he's ugly, so I'm like, crap.
Yeah, I looked him up too. First of all, has he told you why he's in prison?
Yeah, a simple stealing charge, like over $500.
That's all he told you?
Mhm.
Yeah, he left a few things out.
Okay.
Hold on, let me pull it back up.
When he says, let me pull it back up, and when he says, let me look it up, that is not legal. Okay. So, I'm a law enforcement family here, right? You think, and probably there's just, from movies and stuff, people think that if you know someone in law enforcement, that you can give them a call and say, hey, can you look up this guy for me? Now, in the last about 15 years, maybe in the 80s, maybe when at first, before everything was super computerized, cops, lawyers that worked for the county or for the government could get away with looking up people, but not anymore. If I asked my son, who's active duty, to go look up somebody for me, he could lose his job. Could lose his job for doing that. Okay? You're not allowed to look up somebody just because you want to look up somebody. Everyone has privacy kind of rights, right, in this country. And even if you're in the system, you as somebody working for the county, a public defender or whatever, you cannot use the system. So here's what it says. Here is what it says. Okay? Using a restricted official database or internal law enforcement court communication system for personal reasons is a serious violation of agency rules, data security laws, and professional ethics. All right? So when I heard him say that, let me look him back up. I looked him up. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that for personal reasons because you want to influence Gypsy not to go for this guy. All right, let's hear what he says. So he's looking him up.
What was his name again?
He's looking him up.
yeah, Joshua Roy Britt. I feel like I've represented a Joshua. Oh, hang on. Ah, no shit.
What?
Well, we've represented a Joshua Britt, actually a couple of Joshua Britts before
Oh.
on a bunch of stuff. I've also represented a Roy Britt.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sick.
Joshua Britt, is he about?
So he's going to go on and give him what the guy's done, and the guy's done a whole bunch of bad shit. There's no doubt about that. Okay, but basically he's going to go
34
on.
years old.
I'm going to fast forward.
I want to say it's the distribution case. He's already been to long-term drug treatment too, and had that revoked.
Wow.
So, I mean, no offense to your roommate, but her brother's a giant friggin' dopehead.
I can tell. Yeah. I'm gonna have to break it off.
I'm going to have to break it off.
Can I give you a piece of advice? Just, I'm not your attorney anymore, so this is friendly advice.
Okay.
Friend to friend. You just need to not worry about those things until you get released from prison.
All right.
I know.
Because
I
at that point,
know.
guess what happens? Your pool of potential, actually doing the 12-year sentence on theft. Geez, that's friggin' crazy. And it's out of Greene County.
Wow.
Which we don't, a 12-year sentence on a theft is not very common. Judge Holden, actually, yeah, he just got that about 10 months ago, or a year, almost exactly a year ago.
Oh, wow.
Out of Greene. So he's probably going to be in prison for the next 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyways, but yeah, just.
Did this not behavior give Mike Stanfield a clue of what happened with that murder? This behavior, that it wasn't about, oh, and by the way, just a little teaser here. We've all wondered, did Mike Stanfield know? Did Christy Blanchard know about Gypsy's microdeletion? Well, I think I found the phone call that has that answer, and you're going to hear it on this live stream coming up. Yeah, we've got some talk about that.
You need to worry about school and work and not worry about dudes for a while.
I know. I think it's just, I know that whenever Nick is sentenced, he's going to go to prison and he might write me. And I stay away from him not because of me. I'm totally honest right now. I'm doing it because I love my dad, and I know it would break his heart if I went back with Nick. It would be like a...
So she was considering going back with Nick as of October 25th, 2016, but because she respects her dad and doesn't want to hurt her dad, she'll go ahead and refrain from not going back with Nick Godejohn. Okay.
slap in the face, a backhand slap in the face.
Yep.
For me, I honestly, I don't have a care about my own safety. I don't have a care about my self-worth.
Oh my.
I usually just tend to care about what makes me happy in that moment. But
Well, that's the
time,
truth.
I actually care about people other than myself.
Right.
And I love my dad enough not to hurt him that way.
Well, something tells me that your dad is not going to want Joshua Roy Britt at his dinner table. So.
Probably not.
Okay.
No. I'll stay away from dudes till I get out.
Just, relationships, not really something you need to be worrying about right now. You've got a lot of other things to work on.
And that's all she worried about. That's all this whole time, this 8.5 years, all that it was about was her romantic relationships. Getting one, keeping one, then getting guys and triangulating guys. That's all she did. It was her full-time job while she was in prison. There's no doubt after I just listened to what I listened to the last, 36 hours or however long I've had these calls and the number of calls I've listened to. It even blew my mind because I already knew this about her. But I didn't know it to this extent of just how hell-bent she was on just it. It was never about her self-reflecting. It was never about, of course, rehabilitating. It was never about her taking accountability. It was about spending her time in prison to set her up with a relationship. That's all this was, which is why she murdered her mother. Because her mother was like, no, about Dan, the 36-year-old guy when she's 19, right? I mean, it's the same thing. And I cannot understand how Christy and Mike Stanfield and any of these people do not. Christy was the main person involved with her while in prison. There's phone call after phone call after phone call between them. Here she is looking up this guy. Then you're going to hear phone calls tonight. Chrissy's facilitating things for her. No one tells her no. No. Well, Mike is kind of here saying not no, but hey, you don't really need to worry about men right now. You're in prison. This isn't the dating game in prison. Okay. This is prison. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, I mean, it's just, you need to focus on you right now and figuring out who you are and what you want to do with yourself before you start worrying about what you're going to be doing with somebody else.
Right. Yeah.
It's just, you've got a lot of stuff to work through. But I think that is a very good way to look at it is, you have an opportunity to start all over again and to forge a relationship with your dad and Christy and Mia and Dylan. And, it's not worth it.
Right.
So, I mean, not to mention, you can't even see this dude anyways. He's in prison.
Right. I think just everybody here is gay, and I'm not gay. You and I both know that didn't work out the first time.
Yeah.
I can't do that. And writing pen pals is what people do if they're not gay, so I just tried it, I tried to call.
She acts like having a relationship is a must. Like it's like breathing oxygen. Well, I'm not gay. What do you want me to do? Do nothing? You're in prison? It's okay. Wait till you get out. But in her mind, it's like, well, of course I'm going to have a boyfriend. Of course.
Danny, the one that I ran away with the first time, he doesn't answer the phone and he doesn't want to talk to me.
There she's talking about Dan Glidewell. So she was then, we hear that she's trying to get in touch with Dan Glidewell. Of course, for new people or people who aren't up on everything, Dan Glidewell was the man that she ran away with or tried to run to, thinking she was going to go off and live with him in Arkansas or something. And he's like, no. And then her mom came and got her after the people that live with Dan called Dee Dee and said, come get your girl. That's who Dan was. She was very, very obsessed with Dan.
I had Mom text him. I had Tiffany text.
She had Christy text Dan Glidewell. Excuse me, how about saying no, Christy? How about saying you want me to do what? You want me to text who? No, I'm not doing that.
Even back when I was in Greene County waiting to be sentenced, I'm like, I have a very short window of opportunity for you to come and see me.
You have a very short window to come see me, Dan. Aren't you going to come see me?
head off to prison because I know you're not going to come this far to come and see me. And he hasn't picked up the phone. So,
Yeah.
fuck him.
But again, there's a reason why that guy was messing with you.
Why? Because I don't think I understand it.
Okay, because how old was he?
36 at the time I met him, and I was actually really 19.
Okay, but how old did he think you were?
I was 15, but then I told him my real age, that I, had a hunch that I may have been older.
Okay, but let's say for the sake of argument, you were 19.
Okay.
Let's say that he knew and fully believed that you were 19 years old,
Okay.
but was being told that you were 16. Oh. I'm 36 years old. That's not, you don't mess with, 19-year-old girls. That's not the way that you do things as a general rule.
Right.
So, like I said,
I mean, I was kind of sexual with him, but I mean, I was coming on to him too.
Why does she need to? Why are we? And here's another theme. This is like a sub theme with Gypsy, as most of you know. Everything is sexual. We've got to talk sexual stuff with everyone. Everyone. No one is off limits, not even her dad, to talk about sexual stuff with. No words.
I know. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that when you're dealing with somebody who cares about you, like I don't know, I'm trying to figure out a way to explain this because hopefully I don't have to ever have this conversation with my daughters, but maybe so. There's an age that you reach where you don't, where the gap becomes so big that that's not really something you should be doing. And in this particular case, as old as he is, 36-ish, and he is told that you're 16, but you may be 19, whatever, that's a gap that shouldn't be bridged, essentially.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's a pretty big age difference.
Right. I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
And plus, he understood you to have all of these deficiencies. Now, granted, they didn't exist, but why is he messing with you? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. He's not a peer. He's not somebody that's in your age group, social group, any of those things.
Right.
So that tells me that he's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Hang on, my wife's calling me. Give me just a second.
Okay, so that's basically it. They get back on the phone later and not much else. I just wanted to go over that because I still trying to contact Dan. Christy actually called Mike Stanfield and said, I need for you to talk to Gypsy. And it wasn't so much that Gypsy was trying to pursue a man in prison for Christy, because as we'll see through this live stream, Christy is very involved with all of Gypsy's romantic relationships. And there were many of them, okay, while she was in prison. Like I said, that's what she was doing there. That's what she was spending her time on while she was there. That was her main focus, is getting a guy and keeping a guy, okay? And Christy, she would go to Christy to get her help, and you'll hear stuff like that coming up. All right, I'm going to take this one down. I'm going to, I just wanted to play that first. I want to go ahead. I forgot to put your comments up. I was so excited to get all this done. Let's go ahead and put your comments up. And let me go ahead and say hi to some people. And then you guys, I'm going to get into the juicy stuff. And also I need to forewarn everybody on this live stream, trigger warning on some stuff that's going to be coming up. Okay, just general trigger warning. Also, about there's so many calls that I want to share that I could only load so many into the studio. You know, I've had to do stuff like this before. So about the halfway mark, I'm going to have to take a 2-minute timeout, get rid of some of the ones we've already listened to and load new ones back in. You guys are not going to be disappointed at all in the ones that I'm going to play for you coming up. They are something, even to me. And it takes a lot for me to get, go crazy. Okay. I want to remove that one. All right, guys, let me say hi to some people. We got Rita Austin 8916 who became a new member. Welcome, Rita. I'm so glad you're here for this live stream. I hope you enjoy it. Next up, I've got Abs Marlowe. Hey, Abs Marlowe, member for 3 months. My usual live love and hugs to you and Keekins. Keekins is still here. She might get up in her bed, Abs Marlowe, and thank you for being here. And you're up next again with 10 pounds. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, Becca. Could I email you and Mitch about something, please? Of course. Of course. And how my take this live is I highly predict that Gypsy and Ken won't last much longer. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people gossip going around that they're not even together now. That's gossip. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Okay. Ryan as a fallback. Ryan will always be a fallback. Abs Marlowe, always. And you can email me at beccascoops@gmail.com. I look forward to your email. And thank you so much for being here. And next up, we've got Kubi Doo. Kubi Doo is here, member for 5 months. So glad to see you, Kubi Doo. So excited to tune in, Becca. Been a while for me. I know. That's why I saw your name. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Next up, one of our favorites, Harlequin PDX, member for 15 months. Thank you. So happy to be a part of this amazing community for over 15 months. I love and respect you all. Thank you, Becca and Mitch, for this community. No, Harley Quinn, thank you for being here, for being a part of the community. Really glad that you're here tonight. Next up, we've got Carolyn Cray Cray. Love that name. Member for 6 months. Chip Ship is going down. Love your work, Becca. Well, love you back, Carolyn Cray Cray. Thank you for being here. We got Jill B3072, another OG member to this channel. Here we go, guys. Yeah, here we go, because now we're going to get into some really crazy stuff, Bill G. So, Jill B, so hold on. One of my favorite mods, Main Chick Carrie, $4.99. That Pretrim podcast is now a joke. Who's obsessed? Bah, love you, Becca. Yeah. And I might talk a little bit about that at some point, Main Chick Carrie. And we've got at Eva Cathman 1483, member for 7 months. Thank you, Ava. I finally made a live. I'm so glad. I love your research methods, Becca. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being a member and supporting our channel. Next up, one of our very, very favorites, of course, Claire Power. Been here from the beginning. One of our biggest supporters, gifted 5 Becca Scoops memberships. Claire, so very generous as always. Thank you for staying up over in the UK for the live stream. Really appreciate it. Next up, we've got another one of my favorites. Is Sharon is here who gave us 440 jewels and an Unk Alert. I appreciate that, Sharon. Thank you for being here. And we've got another one at Tiger Lily X, who also gifted 10 jewels and a floating heart. Thank you so much. I really love that. And again, 2 more jewels. Thank you so much, X Tiger Lily. And a few more we'll do here. At Life's a Willow, $4.99. Can I suggest a deep dive video for you too, please? If so, how? Yeah, absolutely. Give me, just drop me an email. Give me an email and I will definitely love the suggestions coming in from the community. Next up, we've got Peace Girl 777, 100 jewels Sunday. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you. And Mersey Me, one of my mods, longtime OG supporter, 100 jewels. Thank you, Mersey Me. I appreciate that. Back X Tiger Lily again with 10 more jewels and a thumbs up. Thank you. And we got Michelle 777 sent 2 jewels and sparkles. Awesome. Love it. These are new things. I know these are new things that YouTube has come up with, and it's really cool. One of my favorite other content creators, Mandy Ham Beach Life. If you guys are not subbed to her channel, you really need to. She knows the case. If you want to know the case, go over there because she does know it. Thank you so much, girl, for the 500 jewels. I appreciate that so much, Mandy. And Mandy, feel free to drop the link to your channel in the chat. We've got Jill B 3072 coming in with 13.99 Canadian dollars. Jill says Ryan is a history major. That's what he claims to be, Jill. You'd think he would know one of the biggest LBJ things LBJ did for the legal system. Thank you. Exactly, right? Thank you for that, Jill B. He says he's a history major, but then sometimes I wonder when I hear things that come out of his mouth too. It's crazy, right? Ex Tiger Lily again with 20 jewels and a party hat. Thank you so much, Tiger Lily. Stephanie Manzano, 79.89, 4.99. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Stephanie. So glad to see you here in the live. I hope you enjoy it. We'll do a couple more, guys, and then I'll come back, of course, at halftime. Ray twice, 4346, 100 Jewel Sunday. Thank you so much for that gift. I really appreciate it. Those gifts are cool too, aren't they? At Hair Full of Secret, 2 Jewels, a superstar. I appreciate that. I see who's next. It's Mighty Mulatto. Love me some Mighty Mulatto, $2. Ryan figured out quickly that kids heard Gypsy's going. That kids, I think, get Gypsy going. I think, right, Mighty Mulatto? Ryan figured out a lot of things about Gypsy quickly, and we're going to hear some of those things tonight, Mighty Mulatto, that some are kind of like cringe, of course, and others are just mind-blowing. So stick around. All right, let me do a couple more, guys. We're going to get to those calls. Michelle, 78. Thank you, Michelle, for the 10 jewels. Floating Heart. Appreciate that so much, you guys. Mandy Ham coming back in with 6 jewels makeup brush. Thank you, Mandy. You know, you guys are so generous. I swear, you guys are so generous. Thank you. At M Ben 9352 also gifted 440 jewels and an Unk Alert. I love that. Thank you so much. And let's do one more and then we'll get back. Sylvia Walls coming in with 100 jewels and a high five. High five back, Sylvia. All right, guys. I'm gonna end it there. I will come back in a little while, but let's get to some more of these calls, shall we? All right, let me clear out the ones that I'm not going to need because I'm making room for the ones that I'm going to have to load, and I just don't want to have to. Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys, this one will be a trigger alert. Just so you guys know, the next one coming up, this one kind of deals with racism. So I want to give a trigger alert to this one for everybody. It's not going to be like super horrendous, but it may be shocking. And again, let's just go ahead and listen to it. This is a call between Gypsy and Ryan in 2022. And again, what I want to tell you guys is when I bring it up, it's going to be just like a little black box because I just found these today. So Mitch and I haven't had a chance to edit and do all that, but we will be doing that after the live stream. Can you guys hear anything? That's weird. Hold on. Seems like you can't hear it. Can you guys hear this or not? No? Okay. Let me try another one. I might have to reload that one. Let me try another one. Are all of these like all of these we can't hear. Oh my God. That is so weird. I wonder why we can't hear these. Okay. Well, I was hearing him before I went live. Someone said, yeah, no sound. I know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Okay. Oh my God. I don't know. Okay. Let me try to load one. But this is weird because yeah, no, it's supposed to be a black screen. It is a black screen. That's not the problem. It's okay. I'm going to try to load one because I don't know, sometimes StreamYard does this. They were working before. So I'm just going to load one.
This is a free call
There we
from.
go.
Hey,
Damn it.
And
All right. So thanks, StreamYard. Thanks, StreamYard. I should get a free effing month for this, right? Yes. All right. You guys hear this, right? When I just turned it on?
offender at
You
the
can hear that,
Chillicothe
right?
Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, babe.
How you doing?
Good. Okay.
I got the picture you sent me of the tree and stuff.
Oh.
I'm starting to get pictures of people's trees.
Yeah. Somebody had told me they had
Okay, this call is between Christy and Gypsy, and this is Gypsy, and I just picked a random video. This one I'm going to fast forward. This is where Gypsy is broken up with Ken like the week before, okay? And she's already going to tell Christy and her dad that she has a new boyfriend named Jeff.
Just kind of like that word holds a lot
Yeah.
of responsibility. And
right.
you know.
Well, we always knew. I always knew anyway that he cares for you deeply.
Yeah, and he's wonderful, and like he doesn't put pressure on me, you know.
No.
But it's like we do talk a lot, and we both agreed no one's gonna know anything until I'm home.
Right.
So she's trying to, because she knows she's had all these boyfriends and she's had all of these relationships, and Ken has just dumped her like the week before. She knows getting into a relationship again right away is nutty, okay? Is nutty. But she can't help herself. So she's telling Christy, look, we're not gonna announce that we're like a couple. We're not gonna, okay, that's where she's manipulating Christy, okay? And I think Christy knows she's being manipulated.
I told him, I'm like, the last thing I want is the same thing that happened with Ken to happen to this. And
I think Jeff is way much stronger than Ken anyway.
Uh-oh,
in that
Ken.
aspect.
I think that the overall just like fear of, because like he keeps telling me like he's well aware of like what it takes to be with me. However,
Yeah, I mean,
we
he's
do want to
seen what
avoid it.
you and Ken went through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he knows firsthand. So.
Right. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't want you to tell your parents. I don't want you to tell your friends, because that would be better suited for when I'm home. In that way, like I'm not in a prison setting. I could put my past in my past. Right now my past is still kind of in my present right now. So
No, Mishy Cat, she cannot not be in a relationship. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I think she talks about her dad here, and then I'm going to load the one that I was giving you the trigger warning about.
What I want you to do is be like, hey, Mom, Dad, this is out, because I'm like, I have had a bad experience with the girlfriend-boyfriend situation. It went bad, and the media coverage was insane, and I feel like it's not taking the next step for me. That is the thing that I'm afraid of, is afraid of being a negative impact on his life, because essentially like the media and shit, that all caused Ken to spiral out of control. He started drinking, doing drugs. Like, it was never him that was bad on me. It was me that was bad on him. And people can have different opinions on that, but it's just the simple truth that the stress got to him. And I don't want that to happen to somebody else I care about.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
Like, everything was sailing. You know, he's somebody that I really enjoy talking to. And, you know, it does seem to be moving along quite fast, though.
See,
I'm
it's
just like,
moving
hey,
fast.
we need enjoy it while it lasts. Just enjoy
Pump
it
the
while it
brakes.
lasts.
Pump the brakes.
But it's, you know, something we're going to talk about on the visit. So, and that's still 4 months away.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
But
Yeah.
everything other than that is great. And I did tell him that I wasn't going to tell you anything or Dad anything until, like, I was home. So,
Yeah.
the majority of that, you know, wink wink, is that we talk and we're friends. That's it.
Right.
So, just
And that's what I had told Dad, that, you know, that y'all talk a lot and everything. And he was like, "Oh, that's her new boyfriend." And I said, "No." He's like, and he's like,
See, and Rod's like, oh, that's her new boyfriend. Like, I think Rod knows. I think he knows because he watched this pattern.
"Yeah, okay," you know, like he don't believe it.
Yeah.
He said, I can't. Rod said, I can't believe it. All right. That's what I wanted you to hear. So Rod really was not on board with this stuff, this constant changing of relationships. All right. I'm going to take that one down. Now I'm going to have to load these individually. It'll just take me a minute, just like I did that one. Sorry that StreamYard screwed that up for us. Because I do get, ready for all of these. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to figure something out here. I know where it is. So okay. What? All right, let's do the micro deletion one. I'm gonna have to find that.
This is a free call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. Thank you for using.
Okay, and this one is between Christy and Gypsy. It's in 2019. So this is 2019. Okay, this is not like right after she gets the plea deal. And why I'm saying that is that a few things that we know about the micro deletion. She wrote to Aaliyah and she told Aaliyah, I have a micro deletion. That's why I have all the problems. That's why I have all the issues, right? And so then she gets the plea deal based on what? Being 100% healthy, right? And they had the medical records. And my question was always, did they see that diagnosis? Did they not see that diagnosis? All right. Now here's a clue, because we're going to listen to Christy talk about the micro deletion, and you're going to hear Gypsy's response to this. And it's kind of mind blowing. Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
She posted this big old long note, but then again, it also just says that your mom says it. There's no proof.
I think the records, it was at Children's Mercy that I got tested. It was a neurologist.
Dr. Steele?
No, this was in Kansas City.
Oh, well, see, this is Dr. Steele's note that we're going off of.
Okay, go try and the records that you need
Hold on,
to
I gotta
look
back
for
it up.
is in the children's. I think.
Said because if you do, Mia and Camille's gonna.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it was just a wellness check, you know, and Camille's gonna investigate to see if you really have a chromosome disorder.
Camille's going to investigate, whoever Camille is going to investigate to see if you have a chromosome disorder. What? Okay. So I have to take this at face value then. that Christy did not know for sure she had a chromosome disorder. Okay. Now remember, Rod in one documentary talks about Dee Dee saying, well, Dee Dee said Gypsy had this chromosome disorder. But the way he kind of says it and the way it's implied is that this was part of all this stuff Dee Dee was making up. And so now Christy's saying on the phone in 2019, Camille, whoever Camille is going to investigate to see if you really have a chromosome disorder. Then let's keep listening here.
Okay.
Like your mom said, because if you do, Mia and Dylan have to get tested.
Okay.
And if you do, Mia and Dylan have to get tested.
Just in case if it's, you know, on Dad's side, but I don't think it's on that side. I don't know. But then again, it also just says that your mom says it. There's no.
Then she's saying, oh, but it's just because your mom said. See? So Gypsy kept this secret to herself. So we have to say, based on what I'm hearing here, there wasn't this vast conspiracy. At least Christy is acting, she doesn't know. But Gypsy knew. Now, did Stanfield know? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. But this is kind of a big clue here. Because Christy's thinking of her own kids. Well, if you do have it, me and Dylan have to be tested. Because I don't know if it's on your dad's side. I'll play it again without commentary, but I just wanted to explain all of this.
Proof.
I think the records, it was at Children's Mercy that I got tested. It was a neurologist.
Dr. Steele?
No, this was in Kansas City.
Oh, well, see, this is Dr. Steele's note that we're going off of.
Okay, go try and the records that you need to look for is in the Children's Mercy Neurology Department.
Okay, I'm sure I have that with that.
Instead of telling her, you know what, Christy, I know I have it. I know I have something. It's called like a microdeletion. She called it a microdeletion when she wrote to Aaliyah. She very well knows the name of it. But she's being vague here, and she's being sly here, and she's being subversive here. Instead of just saying, right? Because she knows, this is what I think, this is my opinion, because she knows that her plea deal would have been kaput if they found out about this microdeletion. Or she would have just said, oh, you know what? I do have a chromosome disorder. It's called a microdeletion. But she doesn't offer that information, right? Why doesn't she offer that information? Because of what I just said. Because she knows. She knows that the whole narrative, the whole fake narrative was based on her being 100% healthy. And that the microdeletion was kind of a big deal. And what did she say to Aaliyah? It explains all of my symptoms that I've been having. That's a quote. It explains all of the symptoms I've had. But she's keeping her mouth shut here with Christy. All right, I'm going to back it up again, and I'm not going to say anything. You can hear the whole thing of how you can listen to Christy's voice, listen to how vague Gypsy is. I think this is kind of a bombshell.
The records, it was at Children's Mercy.
Hold on, I got to back it up more.
Tested.
If you do, Mia and Dylan have to get tested.
Hold on, got to back it up.
Mia called, like yesterday when you called, I was at the doctor.
Here we go.
Yeah, it was just a wellness check, you know. And Camille's going to investigate to see if you really have a chromosome disorder.
Okay.
Like your mom said, because if you do, Mia and Dylan have to get tested.
Okay.
Just in case if it's, you know, on Dad's side, but I don't think it's on that side. I don't know. But then again, it also just says that your mom says it. there's no proof.
I think the record.
There's no proof? Christy goes, because there's no proof. Meaning, Christy didn't see the diagnostic paperwork. Because that was proof. We've all seen it. Most of us that have been in this case, we've all seen the diagnostic paperwork. So Christy didn't see it. She said, well, because your mom said, but there's no proof. And now Gypsy, we're going to hear Gypsy's answer. Gypsy's not going to say, well, yeah, actually, I do have a microdeletion. Nope, that's not what she says. Let's hear what Gypsy says.
It was at Children's Mercy that I got tested. It was a neurologist.
Dr. Steele?
No, this was in Kansas City.
Oh, well, see, this is Dr. Steele's note that we're going off of.
Okay, go try and the records that you need to look for is in the Children's Mercy Neurology Department.
Okay, I'm sure I have that with that.
Because it was a
6-inch pack of papers.
Okay, because the doctor that did the blood work, it was like a blood work test of like 14 different tubes of blood or something like that. Maybe it was Dr.
Dang, girl.
It was a lot of tubes of blood, and yeah, but it's his. Okay.
Yeah, I'll look and see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the recording's very low. And tonight we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these videos and up the audio. I can't bring it up any louder. I'm sorry. It's how it is. Yeah, if you can put earbuds in for this one. Some of them, not all of them are like this, but I apologize in advance. I just found this today, so I didn't have time to, put it in this app and screw with the audio. But when we put it out as an individual video, it will have the audio. We'll turn up the audio as much as we can, as possible.
Okay, and
but Titania wants all these medical records. I told her no. I said I'll let you come over here and look at them, and you're not taking them.
Well, she sent me a message a while back asking if I still wanted her to find medical records.
Yeah, but I don't want her to give them to Francesca.
Right.
I talked to a lawyer yesterday, and I got a conference call with him on Monday at 11.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. There's some other things that they talk about. I will publish the whole, video, the whole call in its entirety so you can hear it. To me, that was the most important part, but there's other tidbits in all of these calls that you guys may find, but because the audio is so poor, I don't want you guys to have to suffer through that when there's not much more in there. All right, I'm going to bring up another one. As you know, these didn't work when I loaded them for some reason into the studio. Okay.
Account required. You can now go to.
All right, this is the trigger warning about the alleged or potential some racism going on here between Ryan and Gypsy. This call is from 2022.
Last night. So they have this huge miniature set up. And when I tell you it's big, I've seen it before, and it's really big.
Okay, where is it at?
It's at Union Station in Kansas City.
Okay, so you think I'm going to stop at a train station just to?
I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
No, that would be cool. I would love to go see it. If I have time, I'll stop. But baby, on my way back, then I'm trying to just get home.
No, nothing is going on.
No, you woke up, checked your emails, and nothing was there.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that made you sad.
It did, because I'm like, dang it.
No, baby, you always expect emails every day.
Well, yeah.
How you feel?
I feel good. I gotta meet Lori when rec opens at 1:30.
Yeah, for what?
Just to chit chat, to catch up.
Yeah. Well, tell her that I saw her kiss that guy.
I will.
Yeah, be sure.
What's up with
Yeah.
that?
Okay, so if you can turn it up if the audio is low, but here's the portion that's coming up now where they're going to start discussing this.
Yeah, you tell her I saw the kiss, and she's cheating.
I don't know who they're talking about, but she said I saw her kiss a black guy.
What's up with that?
Yeah, be like, tell her quit. Ryan said quit tricking people.
You're bad.
Yeah, tell her quit using that white guy as a trick.
For vending machine.
Yeah, for vending machine food. But here's the thing, that son of a bitch is like that guy is showing up, and Tony can't. So Lori needs to give him a shot.
Lori doesn't like white guys though.
Well, she needs to get over that. I mean, her husband was white, wasn't he?
Yes, she was white.
Okay, maybe that's why. Has she ever been with a black dude?
I don't think so.
Okay, so then what the fuck?
I never but like she's attracted to them.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is what I could say for me, unless the only.
Shut your mouth.
I was just an actor. Which
I don't mind. No. I don't want to hear my wife say she's attracted to black guys. Nope.
What? It gets worse.
No, I don't want to hear that one bit. I will hang the phone up.
Oh my God, you're so bad.
I want to hang the phone up when you talk about Patrick Mahomes, but I don't.
Okay, now for those of you who don't know who Patrick Mahomes is, he's a football. Here's a picture. Okay, NFL quarterback. I'm not sure if he still is, but very famous NFL quarterback. I think. I mean, obviously, he is an African American. So this is who they're going to be talking about.
I wasn't talking about Patrick Mahomes. At least he's half white.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but his bro's not.
His what?
His bro, his little half bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I gotta go. You couldn't stand it. You just had to throw it out there. You just had to throw it out there. My wife is attracted to a black dude. I'm about to hang up. I don't like it.
Well, I think it's kind of funny how all little black people are attracted to you.
Well, they are. They love this white boy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there were some that were really pretty, but no, I don't date black girls.
That's all.
Yeah, that was at the hospital, but.
I don't care. Honestly, if you were with a black girl, I don't care.
What do you mean?
I mean, in the past, not currently.
I was about to say, what?
No, not currently, but if you were yeah, I fucked a black chick one time, I wouldn't not want to be with you.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't fuck a black chick.
Okay.
I'm just joking. I want to see what you say.
Okay, I don't care.
Damn, that was good, baby. Okay, well, let's go burn your KKK blanket. Let's go burn your KKK robe.
Go burn your KKK robe.
That was the least racist comment you've ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no, I like the cape that you put on every once in a while.
Oh, man.
Just playing with you.
So what's going on with your brother and your stepbrother? Anything?
I don't know. Nothing right now. The situation just kind of fizzled out last night. They all went home.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And obviously, I won't play it again, but obviously, if you go back, because I listened to it twice, almost 3 times, to take in exactly what they were saying here, and it's obvious that they've had different conversations about racial stuff. I mean, it's obvious, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to post it It'll be posted for you guys, and I recommend that you guys listen to it a few times to, when I fix the audio, to exactly hear what they're saying there, because it's not good. Okay, it's not good. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Let me go ahead and bring up another one. I have to bring them up each individually since the studio was, screwy when we started. Um, okay. Did I do that one? No. All right, let's listen to Gypsy talk about wanting to catfish somebody.
Account required. You can now go to securustech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to securustech.net. That's SECURUSTECH.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Have you ever catfished anyone?
Have you ever catfished anyone? This is her talking to, I think it's this Jeff guy. Okay. All right.
Not intentionally.
You wanna?
This is when I'm thinking this is in 2022 when she's breaking up with Ryan, I think, but there's so many calls I've listened to. I'll know it when I hear it.
Not intentionally.
I was thinking you can catfish that chick Miss Holmes.
Which one?
Alicia Holmes.
Oh.
Fuck her world up.
Okay, so what she wants to do is there's a girl or woman that Ryan works with, and she is upset about this person in some way, and she wants to do nasty, she wants to do things to her online. She wants to target her online, like catfishing. This is what she does. This is her pattern of behavior.
It may be a
Yeah, all she got to do is hang out with me. I do that real good.
naughty pick or something. What you doing?
Why?
I was just wondering.
Why you want to
Bad.
sabotage her life? Because she's sabotaging?
Yeah.
Why did he say something new about it?
No, I was just meaning to ask you.
I'm fast forwarding.
No,
There's a
he
few
got
things
up
here.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, wait. It's supposed to be at 2, right?
2:30.
Okay, yes, now I know what this one is about. Besides the catfishing thing, this is when, after they get married, meaning Gypsy and Ryan are married in July of 2022. In November of 2022, a few months later, Gypsy wants out of the marriage. She just, remember, and we're going to hear other calls about I'm not sexually attracted. We've got calls like that coming up too. So she wants out of the marriage. Ryan panics, and he's even confirmed this. He gets in his car, in his Cadillac, the Hitman license plate. We all know it from the series, the Hitman license plate, right? He jumps in his Cadillac, and he's going to drive straight from Louisiana to Chillicothe, Missouri. All right? Because he cannot lose himself, Gypsy Rose. So this call is happening while Ryan is en route, panicked, trying to save their marriage. This call takes place. All right. And so she's going to talk about, she just said, oh, yeah, he's going to be here about 2:30, 3:30. She doesn't care. And then they're going to make some comments. It's going to turn to Ken.
30, yeah. So he's late, no?
Yeah, he's gonna be late. I think it shows him pulling into Chillicothe at like 3:20. And you've got a.
Does that mean it cuts your guys' time, or would you still have time?
I mean, anybody can come. Well, not anybody, but the visitation's open, so you can show up anytime within that allotted amount of time. So he'll probably get here at maybe 4. I'll get called up there, and we'll have like roughly 2 hours left.
Oh, it's still not bad.
Yeah, well, I did get a special visit for him, so he'll have double session.
I mean, shit, we only got, oh, yeah. I was going to say we only got like 20 minutes at a time in regular jail, and that was behind glass.
Yeah.
Well,
I did my makeup.
well, I think state's different anyway. Oh, you got your shit's on fleek.
Yeah, my eyebrows are on point.
My eyebrows are on point. Okay, you know how she is.
Nice.
Let's see what else. No word yet from Hefe. I feel like he sent me that email.
I don't even know why you still care.
I don't know. Like, I don't.
So now they're talking about Ken. That she's married to Ryan. She's separated from Ryan, but she's married to him, right? I mean, and now the conversation turns. So she goes, I haven't heard from Ken. Now they're going to talk about Ken. She's still pursuing Ken. I mean, I know we're not shocked by this, okay? But Ryan seems to think that none of this kind of stuff was going on. And it was. It was the whole time.
But at the same time, like, is that the last thing you're going to tell me,
Hey, fuck it. I'm sure he'll pop up eventually again. He's not gone
He's talking about Ken. I'm sure he'll pop up again eventually. Now they're going to talk about Ken.
for good. Like a fucking groundhog. He's down. And you put enough gas in there and light him up. He'll come up. Come up.
I don't care, honestly. I really don't. I'm just tired of him, like,
I wouldn't.
coming and
Yeah.
going. Coming and going.
Yeah, fuck him.
That's what he always does.
That's like what a lot of your boy toys do, apparently. Okay, look at Ken, the weirdo.
Yeah, I tried to call
He ain't got time. He ain't got time. He's so busy. Every time I have free time and I'm not doing something, I just think deep thoughts, and I'm like, oh, wow. Can you just imagine Ken working his ass off right now? I got to be more like Ken. Okay, we all got to strive to be more like fucking Ken. Okay, Ken is trying to become Ken from Barbie Ken. He's working his ass off. Okay, so I can't slack. I got to be like Ken. Don't be like Mike. No one wants to be like Michael Jordan. Be like Ken.
I would love for him to hear this right now because that is funny.
I think this dude is named Jeff. And I did a little deep diving. I wasn't so much on all the boyfriends that she had. I know there was an Italian guy, there was a Brian, there was Jeff. I'm not super clear on all of them, but I know their names. But I think what I did find out about Jeff is because I heard this guy consistently, this voice, and I'm pretty sure it's Jeff, consistently, like till the day she gets out. So this guy, she talks to this guy all the time. Okay. And at one point they're kind of in a romantic relationship, and then they're not. Then he kind of ghosts her, but she still wants to talk to him. And so it's someone that she talks to. This guy, I was surprised at the number of calls between this man and Gypsy. Like, I think it's even more than she talked to Ken or Ryan. She talked to this guy. Lots of calls with this guy.
No, do not be like Ken. Ken, oh my God, Ken is just so whatever. I know that he's like, I'm not ignoring her, but he is ignoring me.
I mean, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like...
Even when he was working 2 jobs, we were together, and he would still make time to talk to me.
Of course.
So I'm going to stop it here. Here's the point of this call. Ryan is en route. She is married to Ryan, but she is still obsessing about Ken and still talking to Ken, pursuing Ken behind Ryan's back. That there was proof right here in this call. Well, you know what? I haven't heard from him. The last time he called me, like, she's pursuing him and talking about him. And it's funny to her that Ryan's got in the car, like she jokes, and I'll post this one too. In the beginning, she's laughing. Yeah, he's supposed to be here like at 2:30 or 3. She doesn't care that he's driving all of those hours to come and see her. She doesn't care. All right, I'm going to take that one down. Get the next one. Okay. All right. Let's do this one.
This is a free call from
Gypsy Blanchard.
An offender at the Chillicothe.
A 2-hour drive or something different.
Yeah.
But I had got an email from Miss Laura, and she
Be gone from their job.
Okay.
So we're just trying to figure it out. I tried to email you too, so I was hoping you got mine too.
Okay, this call is between Gypsy and a woman named Marcia, who she also called like her adoptive grandmother kind of person in her life. Okay. And I'm going to fast forward to a point where Gypsy is going to admit that the Mommy, Dead, and Dearest docuseries, the reason for it was to get her a good plea deal. Okay. She's going to talk about this, that the reason that they did this docuseries. All right. I can't make that up either. Let me find it.
So I bought the yarn and I crocheted it and everything. People got to, know me on this camp because I can move to anywhere and
Like.
Right. And they have each person that, each member of my family or whatever that gave an interview will have a copy.
Oh,
and,
good.
My aunt, she was wondering about that. Anyway.
Now she's talking about the docuseries about Mommy, Dead, and Dearest documentary here about how they each were in an interview, and now she's going to talk about her Aunt Claudia who was in it.
She's asking Christy, when do we get a copy of the documentary? And she wasn't exactly on board with the documentary. She was always against it.
So she's saying that her Aunt Claudia wasn't always on board with the documentary.
Not too happy about it, and she made a comment that it made our family look like a circus and things like that. And yet she wants a copy, which is confusing. But I'm just like, look, I had no control over that. It's something that my attorney wanted to do and thought that it would help me during my case to, lower my sentence.
It was something my attorney wanted me to do, the Mommy, Dad, and Dearest documentary, because he thought it would be something to help lower my sentence.
But it just happens I got a deal before the documentary came out. But this is, why we were okay with doing the documentary. Because we were hoping that it would have came out before, and the public would have seen, what was going on. And, the public, since, the prosecutor is, what do you call that, a politician or whatever?
Well, yeah.
So the people's opinion matters. And
so she understands it all. Do you understand what she's saying here? She gets it all. The prosecutor's that's a politician, and the public opinion matters. And I've talked about this many times in this case, how the prosecutor felt the court of public opinion had spoken, right? And the tide turned that Gypsy was this victim. And he felt, okay, yeah, maybe giving her life without parole, not going to be good for me, right? There was that political pressure, okay? It was, in his position. It's exactly what she says here. It's exactly what she says here. She understood it all. She understood the power of making a documentary like that, in swaying people's mind, in giving them this false narrative about herself, how people would then feel that she needed to be free, right? Because in every other case like this, the person in Gypsy's place is in prison for life. That's how these cases go.
That it was all about strategy.
It was all about strategy.
I don't think she knows that.
Well, probably not. And, that other Facebook page, I mean, there was some horrible, something. I responded to something, and
So this Marsha woman and what she's talking about, the Facebook pages was very she was on these Facebook pages. She's going to talk about how she was a fighting force for Gypsy on these Facebook pages.
Do you know her? Do you really know what you're talking about? And so they responded back with, "Well, do you?" And I didn't say anything.
Matter of fact, I do, you know.
It's like, no, you're not going to draw me into this because, you know, I will. You don't know what you're talking about, and I do. So,
Right. Yeah.
we'll just stay out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to bring that one down again. This call is like 40 minutes long. There's lots of stuff in it. This to me was the most important part of it. I will be publishing it after the live. If you guys want to take a listen to the whole thing, and that brings me on the heels of this one. I want to bring up and screen share this one that people emailed me about, and I've got a lot more videos to get through. So just stay right where you're at. I do have it. Okay. I want to play this one that the people that originally got the calls published on their account. This one is a long call, but people have directed me to this particular clip in it that kind of dovetails off what we just heard about how Gypsy understands how she got this plea deal. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this right now. It says October 5th, 2017, between Gypsy and another one of her paramour's boyfriends from her prison time, this man named Robert.
On your own.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you see, that's the irony though of this life. It's like, why is that so hard to do? Why does that take? I mean, you know, it takes a lot of like mental power and a lot of, you know, sacrifice on your behalf. And yet it's easier to be angry, and it's easier to have such contempt for other people. And it's easier to yell and shout and break things as opposed to like, you know, really do something useful. That's what I think that's what like I don't know. If there is a God, that's what I would want to ask him.
Yeah. I think that I don't know. I mean, I would hate to be struck by lightning and say that there is no God, because I do think that there is a bigger force that's out there. Because, or maybe, like, I don't know, because, I mean, I just feel like in my life I've been protected. Maybe not before, but I feel like that ever since I made this awful mistake and this awful choice, that set my life on a different path.
Yeah.
I'm just protected on that path. And it's like, what are the chances that, you know, my mom used to dig me out of holes that I used to bury myself in, get myself into trouble, get caught stealing or whatever. She'd bail me out of it.
Get caught stealing or whatever. She'd bail me out of it. Or like shooting her 30 times with a pellet gun, a strong one. She had to go to the emergency room, and she said some random guy at Walmart tried to rob us. Yeah, your mom did bail you out.
You know, take the rap for it or whatever it may be. I feel like her abuse on me was kind of her last chance to protect me. Because if I hadn't had that abuse background, then I would have been fucked. So I feel like it was her last bit of motherly duty to be like, hey, I fucked up, but hey, I fucked up to where, so bad to where, you know, you got off the hook pretty much. You know, it's
Okay. We understand what she's saying here, right? Do we understand what she's saying here? Because of the pretend or so-called abuse that her mother did to her, right? It got her off again. Her mother in her dying, right? She murders her mother. She does these bad things to her mother, but even in her mother's death, she's bailing her out because that she did this abuse to her, so-called abuse that people believed, right? Even though it wasn't, you know, anywhere near what she talking about. There's no medical abuse. There was no medical abuse, okay? That her mother bails her out again. So she understands, obviously, not only is this just that her mind could even work this way, right? To even have these thoughts about and understanding that her mother bailed her out. I would steal and stuff. And my mom, I wonder how many times Gypsy did the stealing stuff that they were caught. And then Gypsy probably played, the disabled kid, looking, not all mentally there. And Dee Dee was like, oh, yeah. Oh, she didn't mean to do that. I mean, I wonder how many times Dee Dee really bailed her out. Now, hearing this, I'm like, wow, right? Yeah. So this is pretty compelling stuff also that she tells this guy, yeah, this so-called abuse is what, got me this great plea deal that I didn't have to go to jail or go to prison for life or even face the death penalty. Remember, the death penalty was also on the table.
Yeah, but if you think about it, but think about it like this: if she had never done that, none of it would have ever happened.
That's true. That's true.
If you had a
No, that part isn't true, right? Because we know Gypsy did not murder her mother over any abuse. That was not the reason Gypsy murdered her. We know that. We all know that. But, she's got to play along.
normal childhood, you would have been allowed to go out on play dates, have friends, go to school, meet somebody, get a boyfriend, whatever. I mean, the normal things that people do that you were denied.
Yes.
I in listening to all these calls, like I probably listened to starting when I got them yesterday. I'm gonna say I probably have listened to over 150 by now. I can say that, yeah, I'm very tired. It was hard. It's a hard listen to a lot of these, but Keegan's just got up in her little bed. Did you see? Keegan's just got in her little bed. Let me see. Bring this down. Oh, been waiting. Where? Go down. There. She just went in her little bed. I'm going to say after listening to all of these calls that Gypsy's force for wanting to have male companionship, for wanting to have this fantasy that this guy's in love with her pursuit of that, you hear, even Chrissy's got to get Mike to tell her, look, Gypsy, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be looking for a guy right now while you're in prison. I mean, there'll be time for that later. You're going to be out in 8 years. You're going to be a young woman. What are you doing? I can see where Dee Dee was like probably at her wit's end with Gypsy when she hit puberty and started pursuing men. I can't imagine. I mean, we don't know everything that went on in that household, but now based on like the 150 or so calls of what I listened to and how it's this theme over and over again with Gypsy, if she's not in a relationship, she's breaking up a relationship, or she's triangulating with some guy, or she's got 3 guys at once, or you know what I mean? It's this constant, and I'm just no wonder Dee Dee was trying to put a wraps on that with her, as her mother, with this daughter that is so hypersexual. And so yeah, I see it so much more clearly now as a mother myself, that position. Gypsy must have just been constantly in hot pursuit, because that's what she was doing in prison. And it's just her pattern. And I knew it before, but now in the last 36 hours, listening to her over and over and over again with these men, it's just the only thing that was on her mind. That was the only thing on her mind. Oh, what do you like me to wear? What kind of lingerie do you want me to wear? Do you like my hair black or red or blonde? I mean, it was just constant. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, I'm going to bring up the next one. the next clip. Thank you guys for hanging out and bearing with me as I get these. All right, we did that one, that one. All right, I got to go to a different folder here. Hold on. Okay. All right. We got some good ones here left. Oh, okay. So trigger warning on this one. This is a sexual trigger warning that's going to be talking about orgies.
Account required. You can now go to securistech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to securistech.net. That's SECURUSTECH.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
So, things are much better between me and Ryan.
Oh, that's good. Why?
He's back home. And
Okay, the audio's really low, so I will tell you it's Gypsy talking to this Jeff guy again, and she's with Ryan at the time of this is 2022. And this is such a bizarre call because she's going to talk about Ken and Ryan and this girl. And like I said, I can't stand talking about this kind of stuff. It's embarrassing to me. And orgies, having an orgy. Okay.
and he's not at his cousin's house anymore.
Oh, so are you blaming the non-bad influence?
Well, I mean, it was a lot of combination of things, but like his cousin's baby mama being all negative and shit did not help. And so last night I called him late last night. I was like, "Can you just drive home now? Because I don't like you there." Like, in my
Don't be controlling.
Well, here's the thing. All right, so his cousin Ken lives with.
His cousin Ken. So his cousin, I guess, is just a guy named Ken, not to be confused with Ken Urker, baby daddy. Okay. Ryan's cousin Ken is what she's talking about.
Yes, Ken's baby mama, but they're not together in a relationship. They just live together and act like they're together pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So, in my mind, I kind of felt like things were a little weird. I'm like, in my mind, you're having an orgy.
So in her mind, Ryan is over at his cousin's house, Ken, and Ken has a baby mama that lives there. I think the name is Danielle. I'm not sure. And Gypsy is accusing Ryan of having an orgy over at this location. I can't make it up.
What?
He says,
Well, that's what my mind jumped to. I'm like, Ryan and Ken and his baby mama Daniela is having an orgy.
What in the inbred fuck are you thinking?
so he says, what are you thinking? You know, you heard what he said. I'm not going to repeat that part. But this guy is like, what are you talking about? Why does your mind go there? Why would your mind go there? He's visiting his cousin. Why would you think they're all having an orgy together? What are you talking about? And she goes, well, just that's where my mind goes. Right. Thank you for sharing that.
No, but it crossed my mind.
No. You know what that is?
Huh?
I used to hold on. Like every time I go to garage, it's like a fucking dead zone. Like I walk in my house, it's like hello. I'm like fuck, I get thrown out again.
I'm gonna fast forward.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's insecurity talking.
Well, it was just okay. So I call Ryan and he's like, "We're at Target. Daniela wanted some bath salts so she can take a bubble bath and all."
So, because Ryan called and said the girlfriend of his cousin Ken and she says, I called Ryan and he said that Daniela, we're over at Target and she wanted some bath salts or she wanted some bubble bath. Oh, okay. So you automatically think orgy?
Salts? They're doing bath salts? Oh,
No,
shit.
not
That's
like
a real
bath
problem.
salts, not like
Oh,
drugs.
come on. Why not? You think they can have an orgy, but you don't think they can do bath salts together while they're having an orgy? What the fuck, man?
Or like that
Come on.
Epsom salt or
This
whatever
call is
it's
from a correctional
Oh,
facility and may
oh,
be
yeah.
monitored
That's
and
different.
recorded.
called. Yeah, that kind of bath salts. So
Uh,
like, I'm like, so you guys are at Target and she wants to take a bath, like, and so I'm like, you can't, just use Ajax in the bathtub or something. Anyway, so he's like,
Ajax. Isn't that for cleaning?
yes, exactly, very dirty.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Maybe a little Clorox mixed with some ammonia.
Yeah,
You know?
well, I just didn't like it, and then I would call Ryan again, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm playing video games with Ken, and Daniela's taking a bath. I'm like, what the fuck was this taking a bath?
So now Gypsy wants to know why the girl is taking a bath. Why would she be taking a bath, you guys? I'm telling you, her mind, okay? Something wrong, obviously. I'm the understatement, right? But where her mind goes automatically blows my mind. Now she's mad because Ryan mentioned, well, I'm playing video games with this guy. Like Gypsy probably said, so what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? He's like, Ryan's probably like, well, I'm playing video games with Ken. And yeah, I guess Daniela's taking a bath. Automatically, it must be an orgy. I mean, this is how her mind works.
I don't like it.
No, you know what? This reminds me of this comedy skit from this woman, right?
All right.
She's
I don't
like,
think there's any
you
much.
ever hate somebody
I'm
and
fast
no matter
forwarding
what
it.
they do, it just pisses you the fuck off?
Mahogany, like, I had
Mahogany?
yes, I had that itty bitty waist and like hourglass shape back then.
Oh, now she's going to talk about her own body.
Don't get fat.
Yeah,
Don't.
Freaking soda, like.
Listen, if you start getting chunky, you better get that ass in shape.
My what?
I said, if you start getting chunky, you better get that ass in shape.
Listen, that picture of me and
She's going to talk about the picture with the pink bikini on here. We all know it.
that pink bikini, remember that one?
Yeah?
Did I not look like fucking mahogany? Like, I had
Mahogany?
yes, I had that itty bitty waist and like hourglass shape back then.
Yeah, well, like I've told you in my experience is...
I had that itty bitty waist and that hourglass figure back then. Didn't you? So now we know this too. We all know the pink bikini photo with her baby got back. That's what she wrote on it, right? I should have brought it up in the studio. I do have it. You guys, most of you know what it is, which one I'm talking about. That was part of the case file. It becomes part of the case file, right? It's how we have it. And when she gets to prison, and I know a lot of you guys know this, but I just want to reiterate this part of it. When she gets to prison, she gets on the horn, gets on the phone with Christy, and is like, "You got to send me all those pictures." And that's how this guy knows about the picture of the pink bikini, because what does Gypsy do? Well, she shares out all these pictures with these guys because this is what she was doing in prison, was getting guys. That's what it was.
Jail food does not help you in the weight department.
Well, of course not.
Of course not. Yeah, so facts, write that down.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, you got to fight twice as hard now.
Yeah, true.
Right? Facts.
Kind of unavoidable.
If not, you're going to blow up. I seen one of the Hefner, like the...
All right, I'm going to stop it there. I will post this one too. He goes on to say some crude, rude things about some twins. I don't know this, and here's the deal. This Jeff guy, because I've listened to so many calls with this guy, he is rude and crude, and she likes it. This is the kind of guy she likes. This kind of rude, crass, Like Ryan, the yo mama jokes that are always sexual, right? This guy, this Jeff guy, is kind of the same. The way he talks to her, and she likes it. She likes it. Where most people would be totally, I'd be totally like, I'd hang up on the guy. I'm like, can't talk to me like that, right? I mean, most girls, most women, she likes it. All right, I'm gonna bring up the next one, and then we'll take a break in a minute after this. All right, let me see. What other ones didn't I do? All right, here we go.
No account required. You can now go to securistech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to securistech.net. That's securustech.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
But anyway, just lies like that, and so Christy has been trying to, because she often babysits the little girl, so she's just been trying to talk to her about lying is not good, and
This is a call between Gypsy and Ryan. I think it's 2022. I'm not sure what the month is here. Gypsy is another one of her themes or things that she gets preoccupied with, and it's always along the sexual nature. This is about talking about this young girl Christy was either related to, or somehow this young girl. So that's what she's talking about here.
telling the truth
Are they gonna catch this fucker?
Somehow this young girl, either in their family or something, was on the internet and got targeted by a predator, like a pedophile, okay? A pedophile type thing. And this is what Gypsy's talking about, and why Ryan goes, were they going to catch this fucker? That's why he says that.
thing is, I asked Christy that. I'm like, so did the mom press charges? Like, what's going on with that? And she said that it's a website that once you log into it, the IP address changes every single time you log in. And so it's
a website. So it's a website used to protect fucking child predators.
Yeah, I mean but there are websites out there that is created by pedophiles, and so they're hackers. There's people that know how to mask their IP address. Brian knows how to mask his IP address. So if someone as simple as Brian can know how to do this shit, a lot of people can't.
Okay. This was kind of interesting, and maybe someone else might want to do a little deep diving in. This Brian guy she's talking about is this guy that she was romantically, I think, involved with, who I'm pretty sure it came out within the last 6 months or so. This Brian guy that she was involved with while in prison is a pedophile. Here's something interesting. She knows it here in 2022. So like she knew this. Like, when did she know it? Interesting, right? Because she goes, well, Brian, I'm going to back it up just a minute so you can hear that part.
Yeah. I mean, but there are websites out there that is created by pedophiles. And so they're hackers. There's people that know how to mask their IP address. Brian knows how to mask his IP address. So if someone as simple as Brian can know how to do this shit, a lot of people can't.
That's crazy.
Not all of them have good intentions. And so I'm like, God, I told Christy, I'm like, this is exactly why whenever I have kids, I'm not going to, and I went on and on and on.
Oh, yeah? What'd you say?
I'm like, they're not having a computer until they're fucking 17.
She said, my kids aren't going to have a computer until they're 17.
I'd be okay with that, sweetie.
Parental blocks out the ass.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Well, I'd be okay with that. Like, sorry, you can't get on the computer. Nope, sorry. Yeah, go see their stepbrother Noah. Sorry.
This, again, I know a lot of you guys have heard, they refer to Ryan's nephew as their son. Very bizarre, right? So again, here, Ryan, I guess there's other videos or other audios out there, calls out there, where this is definitely the way that they see this boy as their child. And here, Ryan refers to him as their, well, what did he say? As our son or our stepson? Let me hear it. Let me back it up.
Okay with that, sweetie.
Parental blocks out the ass.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Well, I'd be okay with that. Like, sorry, you can't get on the computer. Nope, sorry. Yeah, go see their stepbrother Noah. Sorry.
Stepbrother.
Noah, get off the computer. Yeah.
He's not their steps. It's not Gypsy's stepson. Okay. I don't understand that dynamic. We know the other thing that Gypsy was extremely, extremely obsessed with was having kids. Right? That was the other thing. That was with Nick too. We're going to hear a call coming up here where she lies again about a miscarriage. That's coming up.
Yeah. Sorry, Noah, you can't be on the computer with my kids. Sorry. That's kind of funny when you think about it. That's not funny about the little girl. No, that's fucked up.
But so and then she mentioned that y'all talked. And
Yeah, what's she say about that?
Now here it gets weird also. Gypsy's going to talk about, she mentioned you all talked, that Ryan and Christy talked. Pay attention to what's said here now.
oh my God. Like I turned so red. I'm just like, oh God, are we really talking about this right now? She was like, you know me, of course, like I'm blunt and I had to, go there. And she's like, I had to, make sure that he knew that, whenever y'all are intimate, that if you say stop or you don't like something, that he needs to stop doing whatever he's doing, And
What? Christy is talking to Ryan about when they're intimate? I told you guys Christy's involved in all of it. All of it. Okay? And the other thing, the motivating factor for Christy, which came out in like a lot of the ones that have already been out there, the 2016 ones that I'm going to put up on my channel after tonight. I'm going to have these up too, the 2016 ones, where we've cleaned up the audio on those for you guys. Is the money, is making of these documentaries. And they actually end up having a falling out, and we're going to get to a call about that, over the money, over Christy's greed to continue this. So that's all I'll say, but let's go on with this one where Christy is talking to Ryan about when Gypsy and Ryan have a sexual relationship, that Christy needs to talk to him about that.
I'm like, we have talked about things like that.
Yeah, no, I'm going to keep going despite you.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
I think I told her, I think I even mentioned, I was like, no, we've talked about her, like, getting naked and me touching her body to see if, like, she likes something. Or...
What? I mean, I did this I don't know. Maybe I'm just a prude, but why would Ryan be talking to Christy about when Gypsy gets naked for the first time? Why does that conversation happen? And who's the instigator of this? Is it Gypsy in the background telling Christy? I don't know. That I don't know yet. Or is it Christy? trying to control the whole situation. We know she didn't like Ryan. I think part of it was that, well, I don't know. I mean, she liked Ken. She was always in contact with Ken. And that's evident from all of the calls I listened to. I listened to like a lot of calls from when Ken and Gypsy were broken up after they broke off the engagement, and Christy is still talking to Ken, like she mentions it every now and then in calls about, well, Ken just texted. It's just weird to me how she stayed in touch with that guy. But why is Christy talking to Ryan about where he can touch Gypsy on her naked body? That seems a little too bizarre for me.
What I said too, I'm like, we've had conversations like this, and I'm like, he knows what's up, so thank you.
He knows what's up. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I know. Christy has got to have these talks. Like, it's just funny to me that she's got to interject.
Yeah, but
She's got to throw in her 2 cents, and it's like, come on, Christy, really?
yeah,
Kind of funny.
So, she did tell me that.
Yeah, did she tell you anything else?
No, I mean, that was about it. She just said that y'all had a good phone call. And I asked her, I'm like, have you heard from the lawyers yet? Has there been anything? She said that the final draft is all drawn up. The lawyer's supposed to be reaching out this week for them to finally sign it and everything.
Okay. I hope it.
This is talking about the contracts with Lifetime now. So, because remember, Christy, and like I can say this based on all these calls I just listened to, Christy's sole motivation here has always been the money of what they could make off of Gypsy's story.
I hope it.
And protecting that story. Christy, obviously, and we've seen this in other ways and in interviews and stuff, but these calls really do bring home to me just how much of a control freak she was about this stuff, protecting Gypsy's narrative. She had everything invested in making sure people believed that Gypsy was this victim of Dee Dee. And we know she could, like that one clip I play over and over again because it gets me so angry of Christy saying that Dee Dee somehow was withholding food from her mother, starved her mother to death. It's such a blatant lie, But there's a rhyme to her reason, right, of doing that stuff. It was to protect the story, to continue to keep Dee Dee the monster so they could all continue to cash in.
Works out, but I don't want them to put in the contract, sorry, you can't date anybody, or you're not signing it.
Oh my God, no! Jesus.
You can't get married to Ryan. Sorry.
You think they would put that?
So here, this is in 2022, obviously before they're married.
In big bold letters, don't get married to Ryan.
Yeah, in July.
So they're planning. They've got the date set in July.
In bold letters. I would lose my shit.
I was like really brokenhearted.
When Melissa was telling you that?
Yeah, because I'm like we've already made all these plans, and I'm like.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward. Hold on.
I'm like, damn it,
Exactly what you said.
Exactly what I did.
Yeah, you said, well, we just can't get married in July. I'm like, tell me why. And you're like, well, Melissa said for the documentary. I was like, no, you didn't.
Okay, so what this part is about, and then I'm just briefly to let you guys know how much the documentary was a part of their life, how much it was important to them, that Melissa Moore, who most of you know who she became one of the producers of the Lifetime. She befriended Gypsy in jail. All for the sole reason. Remember, Melissa started out as this correspondent for Dr. Oz. Melissa saw Gypsy, like Christy. I mean, people saw, money sign, and decided to start calling Gypsy in prison to develop this relationship. Fast forward, Melissa sells the Lifetime series, the series idea to Lifetime. She becomes this producer. And in this part, Melissa had called Gypsy and told her, look, you know what? If you want a second season, you know what we can do? What we can do is don't get married in prison. We can sell Lifetime on like the second season of you and Ryan then getting married, and the whole wedding thing we can sell. Okay. And so this is what Melissa told Gypsy, and Melissa kind of related it to Ryan like, well, maybe we shouldn't get married in prison. But I've got another call that's going to show you, and I'm going to take this one down now that we're on this subject about Ryan's constantly saying that Gypsy was in love with him, and that's the reason that she married him, right? Well, let me go ahead and bring up this call because I think this is going to put that story to rest as far as what the truth really is here. This is going to be a call between, if I can find it. Okay, wait, maybe it's not here anymore. Hold on, let me search for it. This is going to be a call, if I can find it, between Gypsy and oops. And I think Rod's sister named Vicky. I think that's who. Sorry, I'm typing and trying to. Oh, there it is. All right. Yep, I got it. Here we go.
This is a free call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello, baby girl. How you doing?
Stressed out.
All right. What's
Audio's low on this.
going on, Seth?
Okay, so I called Melissa today, and she was giving me some advice about last week. Sometime she was giving me some advice about like prenup and postnup and stuff like that. Well, anyway, I called her today to check on like how things are going, if she heard any news about the contract or how's just kind of production going and what, keep me abreast of what's going on. But it turned into more of like a discussion about the documentary and like the path of like how it would be filmed. And
All right.
so she was, now keep in mind, like, I have a good, friendship aside from just the business part of this, the stuff with Melissa. I've been knowing her for a while, and we've had many conversations that it wasn't regarding business. So she was like,
Just going to pause here real quick to make the point that this call is around the same time as around the same time frame as the one you just heard between Gypsy and Ryan. This is before they're married, and this is all this about this Lifetime series. Melissa is the producer, and Melissa Moore is the producer, and this is their money. This is the money maker for them.
I have to put on my business hat, and so if I get used to advice that may sound bitchy or whatever, it's because I am putting on my business hat. This is not like Melissa hat. This is just my business hat. And I'm like, okay, I understand. And she's like, have you thought about, food for thought about postponing the wedding until you get out, because then it could be filmed XYZ. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, it could be filmed where at the end of this 6-episode documentary with me being filmed in here, it could be like, you talk about that you and Ryan were going to get married, but you guys changed your mind and decided to wait until, you got out, and then it could be set up to where whenever I get out, it could be told to the public, oh, he proposed to me
Right.
in prison, and then film the planning the planning of it, film the wedding, and then go on into, a teaser for
Right.
a possible season 2, where it's talking about, me and Ryan starting a family. And
Right.
I said, because she was like,
And I want to call you guys' attention to, even though the series got canceled, remember, or I'm going to tell you what happened in the last episode of Gypsy series. We had Ken walking into a jewelry store, right? They had done that, right? Why? Just like she's saying here, the teaser will be of maybe us starting a family then. So the teaser on that one, but it didn't work because they canceled the series, was Ken supposedly going to propose to Gypsy, right? That was the teaser. And so this is kind of what she's talking about, how they want to postpone the wedding. They don't want her to get married in prison. They want to use the wedding as kind of a teaser for maybe a season 2.
aside from, the emotional benefit, there's really no other benefit, is there? And I'm like, no, there's no other benefit except for emotional benefit, except for
Now, she's saying that Melissa said to her, well, what's the real benefit? Pros and cons of you getting married in prison. What's the benefit? Why not just wait? Right? Because Melissa's saying to her, look, girl, it'd be better for you business wise, and for me business wise, for you to not get married in prison, and we can use this kind of as a teaser, blah, 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 blah. And so what is the benefit of you getting married in prison anyways? And Gypsy's like, well, emotional. But then Gypsy's going to say something else here that Ryan's always denied.
when I am being paroled, I have to parole to immediate family. Spouses count as immediate family. I can't parole to a boyfriend. So I'm like, it would be better, beneficial, if I'm wanting to live with Ryan and we're wanting to start our life together, it would be beneficial to get married while I'm here. It's paperwork.
Thus, it was the parole. And of course, he says, but it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense because, she was already knew about her parole before we got married. Yeah, but she still needed a place to go. And she didn't want to go to Rod and Christy for whatever reason. Or there are even rumors out there where Christy was like, I would prefer Gypsy not live with us. For whatever reason, she wanted a place to go, not with Rod and Christy. Thus, Ryan was the perfect candidate. Thus, even above the documentary, she picked herself and where she would live over even pleasing Melissa more, is what I'm trying to say. And that this call demonstrates that.
And
Yeah.
so she's like, I understand that, but the entertainment world, that's the way they would want to have it set up. And so I'm like, I think quiet for a little bit. I wasn't rude. I took it in, took the advice in. And I'm on my period, so I'm extremely emotional. Currently, it's not a good time to be having these kinds of conversations.
Another weird tidbit, and I don't have all the clips. Gypsy talks about her menstrual cycle a lot in these calls. I'm not kidding you. It's just a tidbit, just throwing it out there. I mean, I know us women sometimes we do talk about that, but I mean a lot. Okay. Like she has dreams about it. There's this one, I don't think I have it. It's really gross. I don't have it, but I'll put it up. I'll find it. I just, ugh. She tells Ryan, maybe I do have it. She tells Ryan about this dream that she has with this other guy, and I think it's Brian. I'm going to bring this one down because we're done with this one. I think it's Brian. Anyways, and I don't believe she even had any of these dreams because she uses like these dream contexts a lot in these calls with whatever guy she's dating to make them jealous. Like, I had a dream about Ken to Ryan, stuff like that, right? So I can't remember who she was talking to, but in this dream, she's saying, or the supposed dream, that and they stole a car, whatever guy she was with, they stole a car together and they drove to Vegas. Oh, she was telling Ryan it. She was trying to make Ryan guilty. I might have it. And she was with this Brian guy who turns out to be the pedophile, right? Weird. And they go to Vegas, and uh and then Ryan says, "What did you do? Did you, you know, the F word him? Did you F word him?" Because Gypsy's like, "We went in this pool." And Ryan's like, "Oh, I bet you effed him in the pool, didn't you?" And Gypsy's like, "No, I was on my period." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And there's another one where she talks about, I think there's a call that's out where she talks about, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I think Starlight has it posted about something about her period, but it wasn't her period. Instead, it was her being so sexually aroused that she thought she was on her period. I'll just leave it at that. I can't even, and I'm a former registered nurse. I've seen a lot of stuff. I shouldn't be embarrassed by a lot of this stuff that I've seen, because I've seen stuff. I've seen stuff. Okay. I've heard stories. I know all about it. But just something about her is just so cringe, right? That's just so, ugh. All right. Let me bring up the next one because we're getting to the more cringy ones now. Well, before I do that, let's take a break. Let's take a bathroom break. We have just a couple more to get to. You're not going to want to miss it, but let's go ahead and take a bathroom break and I will get to some more of your guys' comments and stuff. All right. So go get your beverages, popcorn, whatever you want. And I'm going to talk to some people here. Sylvia Walls, 100 jewels and a high five. Sylvia, that is so kind of you. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. Next up, we've got It's Just Bonnie's World. I love that name. 1,000 jewels goat trophy. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you. And Sylvia Walls coming back with 250 jewels and a laughing disco. Thank you, Sylvia. We got a lot of these. At 11, my future. Thank you for being here. You're also a big supporter of ours. 10 jewels. Thank you. And we've got Bobby, N5J, 2 jewels. Thank you, Bobby. We've got X Tiger Lily X, 2 jewels and a silver star. Thank you, Tiger Lily. We've got Michelle 777 with 2 jewels. Thank you, Michelle. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. We've got at Cheryl Diviney 7752 80 jewels. Clock it. I love Clock it. Thank you, Cheryl. Next up, we've got Morgan L. Stewart, $5. You reap what you sow. Love you, Becca. Hashtag Truth Trade. Amen. Morgan, you do reap what you sow. I totally believe that. Thank you so much for being here, Morgan. Hope you're enjoying it. And next up, we got Morgan coming back with $10. How stupid is Ryan saying his privacy is violated? Right? You are plainly told the call is being recorded. I mean, I think even like kids know that, right? I mean, they see movies, you're when you pick up that call, it's it's right there. You're being recorded. I mean, we all know it. We all know it, right? All right, Morgan, thank you for that. Next up, Cheryl. Divine coming back with 6 jewels. Thank you, Cheryl. And next up, we got Sylvia Walls coming back with 250 jewels, a clapping seal. I love it. Next up, we got Mersey Me, one of my faithful mods, 80 jewels. Clock it. Thank you, Mersey. And Sylvia Walls with 6 jewels. Thank you, Sylvia. And Mary Dorsey, 3237, 200 jewels. Jammin'. Thank you. We got Brittany with 440 jewels. Thank you, Brittany. Mary Dorsey again with 10 jewels and a gold coin. Thank you. All right, guys, we got one of our faithful people, Gina O. Hope you're doing good, Gina. Member for 15 months. Thank you so much. Love you, Becca. Thanks for keeping all this info in line and being credible and level headed. Well, you know what, Gina? Thank you for being supporting us for 15 months. That's so very generous of you. You are a big part of this community. You're an OG, Gina, as I know. Thank you for being here. Next up, we've got at LJ Neff 97 499. Everyone in her life just makes excuses for her or does her dirty work. I know, right? I mean, you would think that Christy would just have had enough, but Now that we talk about Christy's motivation, right? The cha-ching, the dollar signs, she just wanted to keep Gypsy half happy. And you guys can all be mad at me for saying this, but I'm going to say it. And I may be wrong, okay? But you can't tell me that Christy loves Gypsy the way she loves Mia. You can't tell me that, okay? I don't believe that. Even though Christy will say, I love Gypsy the same way I love Dylan and Mia. I don't believe it, okay? I don't believe it. And that's why I also believe that if she did love Gypsy the way she loves Mia and Dylan, she never would have allowed half of the stuff that went on when she was in prison. Because maybe Christy was absent when she was growing up, right? And that's on them. That's on Rod and Christy. All he had to do was say, I got 50% custody. I'm coming to pick her up. I'm coming to see her, right? I mean, he didn't even take advantage of seeing her when they lived close in Louisiana. For God forsake, when they got displaced, wasn't a choice. They got displaced due to a little thing called Hurricane Katrina, right? Oh, Dee Dee just kept moving further and further away. We didn't know why. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay. So when they moved to, Missouri, obviously that didn't mean that Christy and Rod couldn't be a part of her life. That's what their choice. They chose. Of course, they blamed that on Dee Dee too. And we know based on Facebook messaging and stuff like that, Dee Dee was not keeping them away. Okay. My point is, in saying all of that, is that I'm shocked after listening to all of these calls at how involved Christy was being her enabler with, if that was Mia, there's no way Christy would have allowed half of that stuff to go down. No way. No mom would. No good mother would allow their daughter to start acting like that in prison. Okay. Let alone facilitating it, sending the baby's got back pictures to send to other men, right? Texting Ken for her, texting Ryan for her, calling Brian for her, calling Jeff for her. All of those things happened. And Christy gladly did it. Gladly kept that train going in prison. So thanks for that. You also add LJNF 97. It's the blind leading the blind, literally, LOL. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's do a few more. At Ava Kathman, 1483, 200 joules. Thank you, Ava. Thank you for being here. And we've got Realtor 365, member for 15 months, an OG to this channel, an OG supporter of the Becca Scoops channel, and on the truth train, who says all roads lead back to male validation and attention. Oh my God. Amen. Amen. Exclamation point on that one, Realtor 365. And next up, we've got Susquat. I love Susquat 3310 joules. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here, Susquat. And Luna Faye 93, member for 7 months. Thank you, Luna. I'm so happy to see you in chat. 7 months of the truth train. Love you, Becca, and chat. Love you back, Luna Faye. Thank you for being here. We got Mighty Mulatto coming back. You guys brace yourself because we know I see Mighty Mulatto and he's always got something very interesting to say. Here he comes with $5, Mighty Mulatto. Christy wouldn't let me in near DJ. I was just saying this. Oh my God, Mighty Mulatto, brains happening, right? Right. Christy wouldn't let Mia near degenerate reprobates, but surrounded Gypsy with it. Oh my God, it's exactly what I was saying, Mighty Mulatto. And I know you wrote this long before I said that. Shows how little she respected Dee Dee. Yeah. Thanks for that, Mighty Mulatto. He is the sage of our chat. Mighty Mulatto is the sage. Okay. Thanks for being here, Mighty Mulatto. And we got Sylvia Walls coming in with 100 joules and a high five. Thank you, Sylvia. Love it. Next up, we've got Kathleen H. Another OG. Kathleen, how are you doing? So glad to see you. Love that you're covering this. Thank you, Kathleen. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for being here. Let's do a couple more, guys, and we'll get back to more of the calls. Sylvia Walls, 2 joules. Sylvia, you are pampering me with these joules. Thank you so much. And Another one of our favorites here, Sam J23, who's been with us for 9 whole months. Thanks for all the hard work, Becca. Well, thank you, Sam. I think I'll leave it at that right there, and we'll get back, and we will come back to the chat in a little bit. Okay. And thank you guys for knowing that I have to keep bringing up each video because of what happened in the beginning of the stream. You guys have been awesome just allowing me to do that and be a little unprofessional here. All right. Let me get to where the rest of these videos are at. Okay. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Let's listen to this one. Not sure what this one is, but if I brought it up in here, it's for a reason.
This is a free call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Not a lot. I was watching a movie.
So I think this is the Jeff guy. Like I said, many calls with this guy.
Oh yeah. What were you watching?
It is a Western, and it's called Redeeming Love.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward because I kind of remember what this was about now.
Flowers and puddles. It sets me all the way.
Yeah, I'm the person that does all that shit too. I just can't seem to find somebody who appreciates it.
Well, you know, just say so.
Why, you know somebody? Why you got one of your friends in there that's interested?
You know that I have plenty of people that are single in my life, including me now.
Why including you now? What happened?
Okay, so this morning I had called him, and I guess it had been building up for a long time, and so I just kind of expressed that I feel like I'm not in the position to be as committed as he wants me to be committed. And it's not that I am not ready for a relationship. It's not that. I think it's just he's moving too quickly and putting a lot of pressure on me. And he wants me to get out and live with him. And I am scared. And I just don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. And honestly, I think that I was in a relationship with him because he's my best friend. And I don't want to lose him as my best friend. So
of course, this is about Ryan.
I'm like, I know that he is absolutely in love with me, and I want to feel that same way. I do. I want to feel like I'm in love with him, but I know that I know that I'm not.
I know that I'm not. I want to feel like I'm in love with him, but I know that I'm not.
Well, you kind of have to. You can't get out and be with somebody that you don't deep down inside really want to be with. You know what I mean? And that's why earlier I missed your call. I went and got in the shower. When I got out, my kids go, "Oh, Gypsy called." And I'm like, "Well, why didn't you answer it?" They said, "I don't know." Well, you should have answered it. Why didn't you come and tell me you were in the shower? So what? And then I haven't heard from you all day, and I've sent you messages. And I'm like, "Oh, great." She told him, and you told her to stop talking to me. She did.
No. I mean,
figured
that's
that was
okay.
it.
It really resonated with me what you said last night, and you're absolutely right. Like, it's not like I shouldn't have to lie. I shouldn't have to hide the things that I'm doing if it's innocent or whatever. I feel like I should be open, and usually I always am. It's just I've learned from his behavior that it's better to keep quiet than to be.
It's not though. It's not. That's
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
So I took psychology. That's actually one of the things that ruins a marriage. Besides cheating, that's one of the things that ruins a marriage because you can't be open and honest. If you can't be open and honest, the person that you vowed to love and spend the rest of your life with, then who can you be open and honest with? With your parents, that's different. That's not the same thing. This is a person that's supposed to be there for you, protect you, look out for you, love you unconditionally no matter what. And if you can't be honest with that person, then there's something seriously wrong. Trust me, I know I have a lot of friends that are in marriages where they're like, they hide things, they keep secrets. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. I mean, you know, and I have one friend that he finally came clean with his wife, and they both decided it's better they got divorced. You know, and that's better for them. It's not, you know, I mean, it's not really like great for the kids, but that's
Okay, so here's what I think's going on, listening to the calls before and kind of after this, and reading some of the email, the prison emails between this guy and Gypsy. Gypsy still needs a place to go parole to, right? Okay, she's married to Ryan, but she starts talking to this guy, and I think what happens here is she's hoping that they can develop, right, into boyfriend and girlfriend so that she can kind of ditch Ryan. I mean, I can't prove that, but I'm saying based on like the other phone calls surrounding this and kind of how this goes, and then this guy just kind of dips out on her. Like, nah, that's not happening.
better for them because they're both unhappy. They're both lying to each other. I mean, it's like he said when they have sex, he just like lays there. There's like no intimacy. There's no passion. There's like nothing. And I'm like, do you really enjoy that? And he goes, no. And I said, okay then. You know, I mean, you got to think about more than just yourself. You have to, because it's a mutual thing. You have to consider the other person's feelings. You know what I mean? And even though we just met, it was kind of bothering me that you're telling me that you can't.
See, even though we just met, okay, even though we just met, it's kind of bothering me that you're telling me.
And I'm like, well, why? And then you told me
you don't want to be intimate with your husband.
Well, because he'll do this and he'll do that. And it honestly had me so stressed out thinking, wow, I mean, if you don't tell him, you have to keep it a secret. But then if you tell him, you can never talk to me again. I'm thinking, well, that's really messed up because I'm actually a good person. I respect the sanctity of marriage. I respect relationships. Doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, at my last job, I had girls that you know just wanted to go hang out. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, no. Well, well, I'm not going to tell them. Well, no, we can't just go hang out because that's not right. You know, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, that's just, yeah, that's not my thing. That's not what I do. I'm not a home wrecker. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
And like, I just met you, and like, I feel like I want to get to know you. You seem like a really nice person, but to get to know you, I would have to lie to him. And it's kind of like, I have been in this situation before. You're not the only one that has wrote me. You're not the only one that has wanted to be friends with me or whatever. I've had this happen before. And
so basically something better came along, even though she's married to Ryan. She's like, right, this guy that she's like, you know, I'd have to lie to him to get to know you. So I kind of separated from him so that I can get to know you.
He has told me that, you know, it's fine as long as, like, I kind of introduce him along with me. And it's like I'm trying to find, it's not like I've had a whole lot of dating experience. So I'm trying to find what I guess what's respectful and what's appropriate. And of course, thinking about the other person's feelings matter to me because I have also been in a position where my ex-fiance Ken, one night it was supposed to be date night, and this was back in early 2019. It was like January of 2019, and he started working as a bartender. Like, he's worked as a bartender as long as I've known him. And so anyway, one night he's like, it was supposed to be date night, and I call him, no answer. Then I call him, no answer. And then I'm like, okay, well, you know, our person's count time is like 15, 20 minutes long, so I had to be in.
Okay, so she tells the story about, you know, Ken doesn't show up and she gets really mad because he takes the girl out. That's the whole Captain Save-A-Ho story some of you guys may know about. What are you, Captain Save-A-Ho? Because he takes his friend out. So she starts telling this story, this whole long story.
My room, for that time.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
I'm like, that's what I have a problem with. Had she have known that you were engaged, I would be fine with it. But it was our date night. You set aside that time for me, and then you're out at night with a female getting ice cream, which I consider that kind of like a date a little bit.
I mean, she's married to Ryan, and she's talking about she's still pissed off at Ken. And she's separated from Ryan and pursuing the guy that she's telling this story to about Ken. I mean, can you keep it straight in your head, guys? Can you keep it all straight in your head? I can't. I'm like, she's not even talking about Ryan, who she's married to. She's like talking about Ken to this new guy that she's cheating on, right? Because she's really married to Ryan, but it's technically kind of cheating, right? Because she's kind of pursuing this guy. That's what I'm saying. This is insane behavior by this woman. And Christy just allowed it, not that she could have stopped her, but like I was relating to you guys, she was helping it. She would help her with this kind of stuff, Christy would get all involved in it. What do you want, Jip? What do you need me to do, Jip?
And she doesn't even know that you're engaged. Like, I was angry at that because I'm like, that was disrespectful to me because I'm the one who didn't even talk to me about it. Had you been like, hey, this is my coworker, I'm gonna go get ice cream with her. But definitely at this certain time, it's our date night. I love you, whatever. Give me a little bit of.
Yeah, our date night. You guys, this date night bullcrap, just ridiculous, right? You're in prison. There is not a date night happening. You are not leaving the prison. So one of the date nights was like robe night, which she would do with Ken, robe night. And yeah, let your imagination go there. Because yes, exactly what you're thinking when you think of Gypsy and robe night. That's what it's all about. It's how they got intimate together. She would wear a robe, nothing under it. I'm not going to talk any further about that, but you get it. All right. Same thing with Ryan. And in other calls because I couldn't, I had to pick certain calls to play for you guys. There's one where she gets super excited because video calls are coming. And she talks to this one guy about like, yeah, so video calls, I'm going to do a nip slip. And, I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe you're like talking like this to this guy, It just, all right. I'm going to take this one down. We're going to go to the next one. So there she is in a very big triangle. Again, she's always in a triangle. She's always trying to triangle herself with one guy to another guy. It just, yeah. She's married to one. She's pursuing another. And she's pissed off at Ken at the same, it's just, you can't keep up with it. You just really can't. Okay. Let me see which one we're going to go to next. All right, let's do the miscarriage one. Here's where she lies about this miscarriage.
This is a free call from
an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from...
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
What you doing?
Not much. What are you doing?
Being utterly bored.
This is 2019. I'm not sure of the guy. I don't know if this is the Jeff guy or the Brian guy. But it's one of them.
Ah, that's what I am, huh? You bored of nothing here? With Ken, too busy?
No, he just went to a baseball game, and now he's going to party at some block party. So.
Baseball game and a block party. Man, his life's not boring.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
So, I'm just like, they didn't implement the 15-minute thingy yet, so I'm just like...
Like to permanently block your...
I'm going to fast forward.
Again. And, so careful, like, it's weird, so, yeah.
Yeah, that is weird.
And she's like, oh, it's just so Nick won't get his appeals. Well, you could easily, like, you don't need her to be flown to New York to
Oh, man.
the text message or the emails that her and Nick traded back and forth. You could have those print out and I can just say, okay, he sent these to a source, a reliable source or some shit. Like, there's no reason if I can give her a camera and all that extra bullshit.
Now, how is she, quote unquote, discovered?
Discovered?
Yeah, like, how the fuck do they even know about her?
Well,
I would imagine her
through
being
Natasha.
relatively unknown. I mean, unless Nick said something in one of his interviews.
All through Natasha. It's good, like Natasha pulled her out of the woodwork, just like Natasha pulled Ken out of the woodwork.
Oh, by the way.
Okay, so she's talking about this content creator named Natasha Cooper who was running this Facebook page and was making videos and was very involved in the case at some point early on, became a nemesis of Gypsy. And they're talking about, I think they're talking about the woman that a lot of you know as Dawn Boker, who was kind of set up to befriend Nick, manipulate Nick in prison and all of that. And then Gypsy is going to make some statements here that just prove just how big of a liar she is.
I got word through the grapevine that when Natasha got your letter, she went like batshit crazy, did like a live thing about it with all soup.
Yes, boy. When I say, fucking.
Because somebody messaged me who said she used to be a moderator on there until she went against Natasha and she ended up getting kicked off, but she was talking about shit. What'd she say?
I'm fast forwarding.
Oh, apparently.
Sorry.
That's stupid. It doesn't take much money. It doesn't take any money to get the case files and shit.
Well, she's like making a career out of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Whenever
I'm like, I don't understand why she's so upset.
I don't understand either.
It's like I told this chick, I'm like, shit, I talked to Gypsy. It's just black and white, it is what it is.
No, you're never gonna guess the new rumor. Oh, I guess the new.
Who you banging?
No, this one is that I was pregnant with
Here it is.
Nick's child. Aborted a baby girl, and
let me guess. Did they have it like at an official place, or did he say? Did they say that he threw you down some stairs, or you used a fucking coat hanger? You sick bastard.
She said that my feeding tube that goes to my stomach fucking had damaged the baby in some way, and then I had an abortion. And it was a baby girl, so it was nothing wrong.
Wow, did they even fucking name it?
No, not yet.
Oh my God.
And so I had an ovary removed. And I'm like, nope, I have two very well working ovaries. I mean, I buy a box of tampons every month. So.
There she goes talking about her period again.
Hey, you only need one.
All right, so here she's saying they're making up stories about me. Nick's saying that I had a miscarriage of this Dawn person, and I don't know where this story comes from. It's just so bizarre that it was a baby girl. It came from her. This is her story that she told Nick. All right, so I do have a few receipts on this, but it just goes to prove to you how she recycles her lies too. She just, all right. So here's up there, and it highlighted, this is from Nick. This is Nick writing to his very good friend, Allie. And he writes, first off, it's true. I almost had a baby girl. If she was born, I would have been a very fierce father to deal with, but I believe she miscarried it on purpose, as sick and twisted as she is. Now, furthermore, there were text messages between Gypsy and Nick also, but I want to direct your guys' attention to this. below is a link to an interview. This is from something different. This is about with the founder of the Nicholas Godejohn Freedom Project, disbanded in 2019, hosted by the Ward Case Studies on YouTube. 2 former members are still in contact with Nick. They say that on the night of the murder, he tried to talk her out of it. He kept saying, I don't want to do this. And she emotionally blackmailed him by saying he had given her his word and it was the only way they could be together. They also say that Nick says Gypsy told him Dee Dee beat her so badly that she lost their baby, as opposed to the changing of the feeding tube story that we have heard. She continued her manipulation of him in prison by sending messages to him saying that she still loved him, would never talk badly of him to the press, and begging him to keep her secret. This was a violation of her plea deal at the time, which makes you wonder what secret he is keeping that was worth taking such a risk. They said that Gypsy filmed the brownie video after she had berated Nick for crying. He was crying and saying he was sorry and could feel Dee Dee's presence. But Gypsy showed him no remorse. So when I heard her lying again about, or making fun of, you're never gonna guess. They're saying that making up this miscarriage story. I don't know where that comes from. Well, it came from you. Okay. That's your story that you used to manipulate Nick with, and you know it. You know it. Okay. But whatever, I guess he needed to use the story with this guy for whatever reason. All right. Let me bring up the next video. Let's see, which one are we going to do? Should we do the haircut? Did I do that one? Neil Ryan. Yeah. Sorry, I have to figure out which ones I did and didn't do already, since I have to. I did that one. Did I do this one? I didn't do this one. Did I do that one? I think I did.
This is a free call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving...
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
So I know I was supposed to call earlier than this because day rooms are about to close here pretty soon. But
Okay, this is right after, again, Ken dumps her, and she's talking to this guy. She's pursuing this guy. That's the setup to this call.
I was supposed to call you and tell you good night.
Oh, you're just postponing your fate?
Yeah, just postponing your fate is fine.
Oh, okay. So you're like, shit, I can't do it today, but I'll do it and, hang them a little bit.
Just 24 hours. That's it. Look, guess what I did today?
What?
I got a haircut. And
What? Every time, any stress, the breakup, I got a haircut. I cut my hair every time, right, guys? Every time.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you went 3 inches off again.
no, I don't think I had 3 inches spare. I got a stack, which is it's shorter in the back and longer in the front, and it's longer on one side because I part my hair to one side. So it's it goes at an angle downward, longer, and shorter in the back. That's
nice.
Yeah.
God, it's loud. Sorry.
I'll send you a copy of the picture. So,
Nice.
Sorry he's so loud.
But this is only temporary. This is kind of a short style for right now until it grows out long again, and then on the side it's dark blonde. So this is a red short bob kind of thing going on right now, and then later on it's gonna be long and blonde.
Okay. All right. I see where you're going.
It's going to be long and blonde, right? It's going to be long and blonde. It's always the same theme, right? Now we see her right now, right? she had to cut her hair off because she says she botched it, right? And then she cuts it all off, and that she's colored it again, right? Now she's getting extensions, I guess, right? But I know she's gone back to like blonde streaks or something, right? It's the same pattern of her pulling her hair out. And of course, we've got prison emails that talk that she admits that she's always constantly screwing with her hair, but especially when she's upset or under stress, that she pulls her hair out, or she would take nail clippers because they couldn't have scissors there, and she would, be doing that to her hair. I'm trying to see if there's any, because I think there is one one that I wanted you guys to listen to, but can't figure out which one it is. I'm trying to see. Okay, let me just try this one. And all right. I'm not sure what this one's about.
This is a free call from
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
I did get Mike's number.
This is between Christy and Gypsy.
Okay. All righty. I'm so tired, yeah.
Tired of what? Just tired?
Yeah. Like when you were calling, I was yawning. I was like, oh.
I think it's that kind of day for everybody too.
Yeah, I mean, I had to get on the road and run some errands for my mom because she's sick with a virus. And I was like, I don't want to even go in the house because you know me, I'm a catch it.
Uh-huh.
But I had to go get her her medicine. And poor thing, I had to even buy her some Depends because if she sneezes or coughs, she has diarrhea so bad.
Oh my
Can't make it
goodness.
to the toilet. Yeah. And she's nauseated, and I was like, so she called me she called me at 9:30, but I was sleeping still. And she's like, she left me a text, call me when you can, please. So I called her. And she's like, are you getting on the road today? I'm like, I wasn't planning on it. And she's like, well, Mom's sick. Can you, do this and this for me? Which I'm happy to do it because when I'm laid up with my neck, she does a lot for me.
Yeah.
And so when I went in her house, I didn't even want to get near her, like, I'm not getting near you. And so she gave me some money to go and, get her some red Powerade and some Depends, and she was like, listen, I can't even make it to the bathroom. I'm like, oh God, that gotta be miserable.
Yeah.
But it's a virus that's going around. When I went to
Is it like
pick
a
up
stomach
medicine,
virus?
yeah. When I went to pick up medicine,
I'm going to fast forward.
girl.
Oh, we're so
And I tell you,
maybe November too. It's kind of like a football field background. It's like the okay.
I talked to Francesca today. She was texting me, and
So there's a fallout that happens between, a lot of you know that Fancy Maselli was working with Christy and Gypsy. And then this fallout happens. And I think this is what Christy's going to talk about here. And then this becomes a problem between Gypsy and Christy. They have a falling out where Gypsy says, I'm not going to talk to Christy anymore. And I have one more video after this one that's going to but Ken gets involved and it's a big deal. Oh, shoot.
I said, I agree. I'm over it. It kind of mellowed out, and you said that you told me this over the phone that I'm worse than Dee Dee, and I said, and you never told me that, and she's like, yes, I did, in a voicemail. I'm like, girl,
Oh, good Lord.
never told me that. I said, so it kind of mellowed out, and So I told her, she called back, and I didn't answer because I was eating. And I said, look, I'm eating, I'll call you back if you don't mind. She said no. So I talked to her, and she's like, this back and forth stuff has to stop. I said, I agree. I'm over it. I'm just freaking over it. I said, I don't want this. I said, I don't hate you. I said, I don't even dislike you. I just don't like what's happening. And she's like, I agree. And, and she's like, I can't, tell Natasha to stop. I can't tell Dawn, Salvi, Dawn Bolker, whichever one you want to do, to stop. She says, but I hope we could, put an end to this. I said, yeah, we can. So we most definitely can. I said, I said, I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of this on and on shit. I said, I barely go on Facebook anymore because I'm tired of hearing shit, tired of seeing shit. And she was like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, I said, look. She's like, look, I said, she's like, well, that y'all were conditioned by beating. Like me and Dad, we were conditioned by your mom. And I'm like, no, we were not.
Conditioned to do what?
She said, I guess, because your mom was so good at what she does that, like, I guess she's thinking that maybe we didn't call her out on certain things because we were scared we weren't going to see you or something. And no, that's not it. I was like, I wasn't conditioned by beating.
I think we know you enough by now to know that I don't think you would be conditioned to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you're more strong-minded than that.
Yeah, and she had said, something to the point to where, like, the ultimatum, like, to stay with by proxy or you. And she's like, and I respect you. So, you did what you had to do for your family, and I respect that. And I was like, yeah, I sure wasn't going to pick that over my family. That's just it, And I did what I had to do. And she's like, yeah, she was, I don't even hate you for it, and this and that. And I was, like, fine, that's fine. And she's like, well, we need to come to some agreement. And at least,
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
And to talk to the media, both of us, and just say, like, we're putting this behind us. I'm not gonna be friends with her, or anything, but just a big trap.
This is a trap.
Well,
she's just trying to sucker you back in.
Well, no,
of course it would be another fucking interview that she once put out there,
no,
just to basically say, oh, we make nice nice.
That's not even it. It's just to say that, I won't say no more shit about her. She won't say no more shit about me. And like I told her, I said, I'm telling you right now, from this minute on, I better not find something. Or somebody send me something in a week from now, 2 weeks from now, you talking shit about me. I said, I won't talk shit about you.
She can do that in a Facebook post.
And she said, well, she also agreed that TMZ and all got it wrong. That she said, Christy, I didn't even say that Gypsy didn't want to meet Joey. And I said,
they're talking about Joey King, who is the actress who played Gypsy in Hulu The Act.
I never said that to
nobody.
nobody.
I know she never said it to anybody. I said, so yesterday I texted Charlie from TMZ, and I told her I was going to, talk to her because I want to make that.
That's Charlie Neff, the reporter that Gypsy, just did a recent interview with a couple months ago when she was in Los Angeles. So these are the same players.
Correction and everything, and so she just wanted to, like, I didn't tell her I got a hold of Charlie or anything, but she has said we got to fix this miscommunication of what I said and what I didn't think. I said, I get it, but we didn't talk very long. She had to start working again because just money's tight for him, which it always has been. But I told her, like, look, just, quit talking about me and I'm going to quit.
Yeah.
Simple. She did post all the crime scene photos on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
But they got reported. I think they got taken down.
Good.
She told me she didn't do it, but it was from My Ginger Entertainment or by proxy. And I was like, because Dawn had asked me about it, if she could post one of the pictures that had never been seen before. And I told her, I said, hell no. I said, no pictures, the back of your mom's neck.
Oh, hell fucking no.
And I was like, and Dawn said, oh, God, she felt horrible for asking. I said, she's like, but I said, nobody has seen these pictures. Nobody, not the teacher side. They have not seen these pictures. And she's like, well, Fancy said they saw them. I said, no, they did not.
You have 1 minute left.
So
I'm not scared. Why the fuck? I just don't think that people are sick and twisted out there. Because, why? They have no consideration for her sisters. They have no consideration for
right.
Her. I don't care who it is.
Right.
Whoever has done this woman, they have no respect for the dead. I mean, God, this woman is dead now. Her name has been run through the mud so fucking much. Leave her alone. Like, let her rest in peace.
Exactly. I feel the same way. But thankfully, it got reported, it got shut down, and once a YouTube video gets shut down, you can't save it. Once you save it, if you save it, it goes away because it takes you back to YouTube and it's not there. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But
so I'm going to take that down. So based on that, this next video is going to be Ken just not wanting Christy anywhere near them, and then I'll tell you what I think about Ken and some other videos that were posted about him. I've heard a few of the other ones, and I think I finally have figured him out. It's taken me a while, just my own opinion about Ken, but I'll get to that after let's play this one of Ken very upset. Pretty sure that's what this one is. This one that where did I put it? Very upset because, see, what Ken didn't realize is that Gypsy did want the limelight, but Gypsy would lie to him and say, no, it's Christy and it's Fancy and it's or Aaron Lee Carr and HBO or whatever documentary was supposedly being made or interview was coming up or whatever, right? And Ken didn't like it. And so I want to play this video. I've got to figure out where I put it. Hold on. And I'm not sure if that's why she's even off TikTok now. Where did it go? Is that it? No, that's not it. Did I just put it in there? Oh, no, wait. Did I put it in here? Sorry, I can't remember where I put it. I thought I put it in there. Let me see. All right. Can't find it. Sorry, guys. Just take me a minute here to find what. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where it's at now. Okay. Hold on.
This is a free call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
An offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your...
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Happy birthday, babe.
This is Gypsy's birthday, July 27th, 2019, and she is with Ken. I want to make a few things very noteworthy about this call besides that it's her birthday in 2019. Most of you have heard, in my last video on the subject was about their big breakup, right? When Raina comes to visit, right? Well, take note of the tone of this conversation, which is just like not even a week before Raina comes to visit and they break up, right? So that's when this call happens, a few days before Raina comes to visit. And then we're going to get into the stuff with Christy. But it's interesting because based on Ken's tone in this and stuff, it doesn't sound like he would be breaking up with her. It's weird. It sounds like he's in love with her in this call.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear your voice. I miss you so much.
I miss you so fucking much. How you doing right now?
I just got up like 15 minutes ago and I'm outside.
Yeah, I was like hearing some background noise. I'm like, you know.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward.
Cake, and she made me something else. She gave me, oh, babe, I wish. Oh my God. I just can't wait for you to be here.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Bathroom line? Hey there.
I know, it's really sweet of them. Oh no, I think I'll be poisoned. I fail on these stores. Even the Steelers was my birthday.
Mm-hmm. Did Rob come?
No, I haven't seen him in a hot minute, thank you. I don't live on the Instant Wing anymore, so I don't see him as often anymore.
Oh.
Fine.
What about your bald sunglasses guy?
He works visitation, so I don't get to see him often either.
Oh. So next time I come to see you, or when my mom comes to see you on Friday, make sure
See, when my mom comes to see you on Friday.
you let her know about him.
No. No. Dave, I wish that you were just here, you know, and
I wish you were just here. I wish I could just take you to go get breakfast with me and just get you all the fucking pancakes you want. And then just like take you down by the waterfront and just take you under the bridge and find a cozy spot.
I had a dream about you the other night.
Mm-hmm. Did it involve birds murdering us?
See, she comes up with these dreams, you know, and she talks about these so-called dreams she has with all the men in her life.
No. No, this is like we were at like this kind of condo, and it had a really, really cool swimming pool that had like lights coming up fucking at the bottom of the swimming pool. It was like almost kind of like I don't know, a cool heating element too. So it wasn't a cold pool. It was like a warm pool, right? And it was a really nice like little penthouse luxury in a wood cabin type deal. And we were just there for like the weekend, and we went swimming naked. And we had this like big bed that had fucking a leopard print fucking blanket. I don't know why, but whatever. It was nice. We just like
You're a dream.
We just like laid out on the grass, watched the stars, you know, the night sky, stuff like that.
I love that.
Nice dream.
I would give anything for that. I wish I could just borrow you for a day for your birthday. I just want you all the time. Yeah. It's not that I love you, sweet, but I miss you like crazy.
I love you, babe. So I sent you an email last night, and
I'm in Seattle, okay? There's people that make drums on the side of the road, okay? That's what it works. Not with drumming. The guy with the drum set on the side of the road playing drums.
So they're going to start this conversation now about Christy.
Well, I just want you to know that, like, I'm not talking to Christy, period. Like, we are not on a talking basis right now.
What happened?
I'm not talking to Christy right now. In fact, she sent out I thought I brought it up. Did I bring it up here? No, I thought I did. There's an actual like text or message where Gypsy like, to all supporters, I'm not talking to Christy. I have it. I should have brought it up.
Well, I mean, this has to happen. I wonder if it's gonna happen, and it is. So I just like wanted to let you know that like I will be talking to her for a hot minute. Like this, I said I sent her an email that said like this is our falling out. Like I guess this is what they call a fallout because like my feelings got really hurt, and I even told her, I said like I don't know where this puts us with you being invited to the wedding, but I had to give it some thought. So.
I don't want them there. Well, you know, babe, I support you. I support you, and I support whatever you want to do, and I'll stop talking to her for a little bit as well, just kind of let her realize what she's going to lose if what she's doing.
So here, I got it. I brought it up. See the date, her birthday, set same as this call, 7/27/2019. She wrote this at 6 a.m. So obviously before she talked to Ken. This message is to my closest friends and family due to differences in opinion and life choices. My stepmother, Christy Blanchard, and I are no longer on speaking terms. I am asking that the updates that I choose to share with the very select few on how I'm doing be kept private and stay within an A to B conversation. I do not want any new updates on my current life events or how I am doing on a daily getting back to Christy or Francesca Maselli Fancy. I'm trying to keep some order and maintain some privacy in my life, and I will not share my life with people who exploit me for fame and attention for themselves. Thank you. Hugs, Gypsy. So there it is. And now that on the heels of that message she put out, she is telling Ken about it.
You know, maybe it'll be a wake-up call for her to realize
This call
that
is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
you should be more important than all the other drama bullshit that she's involved in. And so hopefully this will help her like kind of reset and realize. So I'm right there with you. I support you.
That's what I'm hoping. I just really think that like no matter how much back and forth I go with her, she's not going to side with me. She's always going to side with Francesca and her theory. So I'm like,
April.
April. that in itself it hurts my feelings, and I really feel like we just need to have like a break right now, like a break from talking for a few months, however long it has to, until I feel comfortable enough sharing my life with her again. Because
are you gonna call her today to let her say happy birthday or no?
No.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Like it.
When I mean I'm not talking to her, I mean I'm not talking to her. So under any circumstances, I said if anything goes wrong in here with me, I'll let Ken, and Ken will let you know. But other than that, like apart, this needs to be a break. I can't do it. And so with that being said, I've asked my closest friends to like not leave whatever we say and whatever I share in the AD conversation, leave it at that, and don't let it any sort of new updates on me and what's going on with me back to her so she can use in a new article. So she's out of the loop. She has nothing new to print about, nothing new to say. So
basically the charge or the upsettedness from Gypsy is that she feels Christy is using these other people to make money, to make articles on her. That's why she doesn't want Christy getting any like pictures of her or updates about her or anything like that. And, we kind of have demonstrated that this is what, Christy was into, was kind of using Gypsy, obviously, not just for documentaries, but then you've got TMZ and other outlets that sure, they'll pay for pictures and a story or an exclusive. They'll pay Christy for this. And so I guess Gypsy just had enough of it in some way.
that means no pictures, nothing, no updates on how I'm
Or maybe because she's in prison and she's not really benefiting from it too, right? I mean, she can't really go spend the money anywhere, right?
doing in school. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, you got some new friends?
No.
I mean, I'm just curious.
Same old ones.
Huh?
Same old ones.
Well, that's boring.
I know it's boring. It's the ones that have stood with me, you know? Good old friends, good old buddies.
Right.
And then
Am I one of those?
Yes, you're one of those.
All right, I'm going to end that one there. So that's basically the end of that one. And I'm going to take all of these, and I have even a few more, and we'll be putting them out. We'll be fixing the audio, putting in something visual, so it's not just a black screen, obviously, and putting them out as soon as possible. They'll be just probably coming out, tomorrow, the next day. As I continue to listen to more and more of these, yeah. So I want to get to some more of your comments before we call it a night, guys. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. If you came in late to the live stream, go ahead and, start it, you replay it. If you want to hear all the different calls that we went over, even though that snafu, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. What do you mean you guys can't hear the calls? What am I going to do if you can't hear the calls, right? But I didn't panic. I said, okay, keep it calm, right? All right, let's get some to more of your comments, guys. Sesquad gifted us with 10 jewels. Thank you so much, Sesquad. And we've got 11 My Future with 30 jewels. Thank you. We have got Dana, Dana, I'll say Dana, F-A, I'm not sure. Dana. Thank you, Dana, for $5. Dana says, just got blocked on Ryan's live. Well, welcome over here, Dana. Welcome to our community. We're not going to block you over here. I'm so glad to see you in chat, and thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. All right, next up, that's kind of funny, right? I got blocked over on Ryan's live. Oh, damn it. Right. At MBen 9352 gifted us 440 jewels. Thank you so much. We've got Sylvia Walls, who's been giving us a lot of jewels tonight, 250. The Laughing Disco, thank you, Sylvia. You rock. Thank you so much for all of that. I really appreciate it, Sylvia. We got one of our favorites here at Corinne, member for 15 months. Hi, Corinne. I hope you're doing well. She says, finally, the demon is getting what she deserves. These calls do not look good. And I haven't even scratched the surface. Like I said, I just got them yesterday morning. Thank you to my channel manager, SB, who we'll just say it was her. Okay. She got them and put in for them and texted me, guess what I just got? And I'm like, what? Yesterday morning. Anyways, okay. I'm going to keep going over them. Next up, we've got Beautiful Stranger, 1900, 440 jewels. Thank you so much, Beautiful Stranger. And Beautiful Stranger again with 200. Hey, Beautiful Stranger. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. I really appreciate that so much. We've got Brittany with $10. Brittany says, I would love to be a fly on the wall in her house. Oh my God. Me and you, girl. Me and you. That podcast coming out next week, I have a feeling is going to fry her. I do too. Update on that. I was asked to be in it. I'm checking with certain people that I have to check with before I do anything like that because of the other project that's in the works over here behind the scenes. So knock on wood, hopefully I will hear back from the entertainment attorney to see if this is something I can participate in. I'm wondering, should I do it? I've heard like mixed things about it. So should I go give the guy an interview if I'm able to, not breach a contract and go talk to that guy? Should I do it? Let me know. Send me a email or in the chat. Let me know. Do you guys think I should do it? Because I don't know if I should do it or not. I mean, let me know. Okay. But Brittany says they're going to fry her in it. So maybe I should go do it, right? I don't know. Okay. Sylvia Walls coming in again with 20 jewels. Thank you, Sylvia. And Beautiful Stranger coming back with 350 jewels and a finger heart. Thank you so much, Finger Stranger. And I'll check the chat to see. Should I do it? No, Becca, it's not worth it. No, Shorty Pie. Okay, I don't trust him. Okay, Justin Shades. All right. All right, guys, let me know. Yeah, I'm looking at chat and I'll go back over it. So put in the chat if you think I should do it or not. The podcast, it's the Pretend Podcast. It's this guy, Javier guy, that emailed me. He was really kind in the email, and I responded to him and I said, look, I'm not sure if I can do it yet. I kind of explained why. And he said, oh, no problem. Just let me know. And, so I'm not, no, okay, Shorty Pie, no, no, no. Word on the street is that he's working for Gypsy. Okay, misbehaving. They're trying to make us all look crazy. Okay, so maybe she looks for better sponsors for her fraudcast. All right. Okay. All right. I don't trust Cooks. I trust Cooks. All right, Cooks. Don't trust it. All right. Yeah. Probably not then. Probably. I mean, look, and I can do that, because I trust all of your guys' opinion. No, no, no. And Fran. Okay. No, I'm not going to do it. And here's the deal. We've got Audrey in it, who is well spoken. We've got this is what I hear, Morgan Elena in it, who is more than well spoken, right? So I can kindly decline and not feel like bad, right? That our side is representative. Okay. All right, guys. See, thank you. I love this community. I know you guys wouldn't steer me wrong. Let me get to some more of these comments and other stuff here. Okay. Kathleen H, 9.99. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Karma's a witch, Gyps. Right. And I know, is this a play on Ryan? Because Ryan won't say bitch over on TikTok, right? He uses witch. All right, Kathleen, I got you. I get you, girl. All right, next up, we got Sylvia Wells, 10 jewels. Happy Pops. Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia, you are on fire with the jewels. Thank you. Dana, 7771, 2 jewels and a silver star. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. And we got at Yelling Timber 01, 10 jewels. Thank you so much. We've got Dana coming back with 200 jewels jamming. Thank you so much. This is a new YouTube thing. I mean, I see him in the chat. They're really cool. So thank you guys so much for all those gifts. I really appreciate it so much. And Dana coming back with 20. Thank you. And here we've got at 11 on My Future with 350. Thank you. Sylvia, 100 and a marshmallow high. Thank you. Sylvia again. Sylvia, you are on fire, girl. You are on fire. Thank you. We've got Tiger Lily with 10 jewels, gold coin. Thank you. Jill B coming up with 30 jewels and a flower. Thank you so much. And let's see. We've got at Evelyn Ashes, 1,000 jewels. Go trophy. Thank you. And I'm just going to scan here. We've got what? At Ryan's Climax, $2. I can't see the face. All right, I got that face. Girl or boy, whoever is behind this account. All right, I got to show you guys. I got the same face. Where is it? Okay. Okay, I can do that face too. Hey, Becca, so glad to be here. Well, thank you, Ryan. I'm so glad you're here too. Let me go back to the comments. Sorry. It cracked me up. All right. We got Ms. Moore with 1,000 jewels. Thank you. All right, brace yourself. Incoming, the sage of the chat. Mighty Mulatto is coming in with $10. Ken was fighting for a seat at the table. Oh my God. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Christy told him, you're a effing boy. Don't be counting our coins. Yes. Okay. That was the reason for the breakup money. I believe this too. Yeah. Christy was like, no, we got to get Ryan out of here. He wants to take control of the accounts. I can manage Ken. Me and Ken have been friends for a while. Let's bring back Ken. He's kind of a beta male. Let's bring him in. I agree with all of this. Yeah. Raina's visit was a business trip to save it. Yeah. Yep. Mighty Mulatto. Like I say, the sage of the chat. Mighty Mulatto. All right. Thank you. Next up, we've got Stephanie Manzano with 10 jewels. Thank you, Stephanie. We got Jenna Howden, member for 15 months. Thank you, Jenna. Love you so much. Ryan and Gypsy are just vile humans. Period. Period. End. And nothing more needs to be said. They are the same. The more I get to know of Ryan, the more I think, why aren't they still married? Right? Or maybe it's just that they're too vile and it was just the marriage couldn't hold so much vileness. The marriage can only hold so much vile, right? And it was too much vile. So they had to break up. Thank you for that, Jenna. Really good comment there. Let's bring up Jill B, 699. Thanks for the hard work, Becca. You're very welcome, Jill. And thank you so much for all the support that you give my channel. I appreciate it. Ms. Moore coming in with the $1.99. We appreciate you, Becca. Ms. Moore, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Seriously, I do. You guys look forward to these lives, look forward to spending time and, making the show good for you guys. I work hard at it and I appreciate that you guys appreciate it though. So thank you. Next up, we've got Pink Porcupine, member for 14 months. This man was a teacher. I don't know how. This man was a teacher. The more I hear him, not only a teacher, Pink Porcupine, a special eds teacher. I mean, let that sink in. Special ed teacher who in some of these calls, I heard one, I should have clipped it for today's live, but I'm sure we'll have another live in a couple of days when I find even worse calls, probably. There's so many that there's no way one content creator can cover all of them. Let me just say that. That's why I'm so glad everyone's got them because there's just so many to put out and they need to be put out. They need to be put out. Yeah, special ed teacher. There's one call where he starts talking badly about the students. I'm pretty sure. I heard that late last night before I fell asleep. So I'll try to find that for next time. Okay. Where are we at? We've got at Fidel Castro 690. Love the name. 250 Jules MVP. Thank you for that, at Fidel. And Holier Than Thou coming in with 200 Jules. Thank you, Holier Than Thou. I know you very well too. You're in my chat a lot, and I appreciate you. Next up, we've got the Taminator, who's very, very supportive of this channel. Another one. Karma is visiting the Blanchard household today, right? Right, Taminator? Amen to that. It's coming in spades, not only on TikTok, but on YouTube. Every content creator by now almost has these calls, and it's just going to be, look, August is going to be the month of the calls. I have to feel. I know that's what's going to happen. Next up, we've got Ava Kathman again. Thank you, Ava. You have been spoiling me also with these gifts. And Shorty Pie, who said, no, 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 Becca, do not do that podcast, came in with 10 Jules. Thank you, Shorty Pie. And then we got at Lisa Turpin, 3308, 200 Jules. Lisa, thank you so much. I know you also. Thank you. Seen you in the chat before. Thank you for being here. And Shorty Pie coming back in with 2 more Jules. Thank you, Shorty Pie. And Donna, the crazy cat lady. I love Donna, the crazy cat lady. Also very supportive of this channel and this community. Thank you so much. We got one of my favorite mods, Mersey, coming in with 80 Jules. Thank you, girl. And one of my favorites, at Arista177. Very, very much in a lot of the chats here. Very supportive of all the content creators. Thank you, at Arista. You are appreciated. At Yelling Timber 01, 6 Jules. Makeup brush. I love that. Thank you so much. And Vladdy, another one of my mods. Hey, Vladdy. I love Vladdy. Vladdy is an OG to this community, as everyone knows. Thank you for being here, Vladdy. Coming up, one of my very most favorite people in this community, as all of you guys know, at Claire Power. who is up. I don't know if she's still here, but she's overseas in the UK. Claire's been with us since the beginning, 20 pounds. She says, Dee Dee is shining her light over us, Becca, bringing us this information through you for us. Hashtag justice for Dee Dee. Hashtag peace for Dee Dee. Hashtag a voice for Dee Dee. I've said a couple of times, but it is worth mentioning again. There are people, Claire's one of them. Carolina girl, I don't think she's here tonight, but she might be here, is another one of them that are, there's a few people that I have that I know like their heart like is just for Dee Dee. Not that all of us aren't for Dee Dee, we are, but there are a few individuals, it's almost like they're empaths for Dee Dee, and I think, I know that Claire is one of those people, and that's why she's still here. Next up, we've got Vladdy Pops coming back in with 6 jewels. Vladdy, thank you very much. The sage of the chat, Mighty Mulatto, coming in with $2. Gypsy and Ryan's love language is, stop it. It is. It's a joke, but it is. See, Mighty Mulatto, he's a smart guy, right? And he's crafty. And you see what he did there with that last word, right? Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right. Let's do a few more here. Jill B coming in with $13.99. I wish Gypsy never had a cure. I fear for their lively. I do too, Jill. I do too. For all of you out there who don't believe there's a kid or it's a fake kid or it's an adopted kid, regardless, I do think there's a kid, and yeah, I am scared, but I think we would all be scared for any kid that comes in the vicinity of Gypsy, right? It's not a good thing. I can say that even more so after listening to these calls. At Insomniac 1961, a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Gypsy's a creep, and so are the men in her life. Absolute. Look, who would write to her? Who would want to be, if you're a normal human being, you're a normal guy who has at least just a modicum of stuff going for you, why would you even think about writing to her? Doesn't make sense. They're as sick as she is. Okay. So yes, at Insomniac 1961. And we've got at Angel R. Thou Bauer, Angel Bauer. Let's put it that way. 8096 10 jewels. Angela. Sorry, Angela. I know who Angela is. Sorry, Angela. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's get to a couple more comments here. 1 ounce of Jameson. Hey girl, $4.99. So glad to see you here. Christy has turned into a Chris Card. Oh my gosh. What a great analogy. What a great analogy. Chris Kardashian. Absolutely. That is odd behavior and extremely disturbing. She is all about the money. No doubt. I mean, we already, kind of knew it, but when you listen to these calls, it is over the top into it. I mean, everyone likes a little money, right? Everyone, of course. But the way she exploited it, lied about it, allowed her to carry on in prison over it. No. And then turning it into, there's just certain things that shouldn't be exploited. And what Dee Dee's murder is just not one of them, right? There was a way to do it tastefully. I agree, like tastefully do a documentary or something. But even if Christy didn't know full on about the micro deletion when the plea deal happened, she knew enough, I think, of Gypsy that she knew Gypsy was a liar. But she decided she was going to have to be Team Gypsy. And she decided that was going to make her money. And she went with it. So thanks for that 1 ounce of Jameson. Appreciate that comment. Coming up next is Taminator 664, $2. Oh, the Mercedes. No ring, no Mercedes. Twice I hear Gypsy, and I know I didn't play it on my live because I know these calls are out there. Gypsy talking about how she wants a Mercedes or a Mercedes SUV. She's so excited because she's going to make so much money now off the murder, right? Yeah, no Mercedes. No home ownership. Nope. There is a God, right? There is a little bit of karma in that. Don't you agree, Taminator? Thanks for that. All right, let's get to a couple more comments here. We got at our Forest 304, 799, who writes, more pieces of the puzzle getting put together. Love it. Can't run from the truth. Great job, Becca. Well, thank you, at our Forest. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the 799. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time in the live tonight. At Angeline Rug, maybe. Let's just call you Angel. How's that? 200 Jules Jammin. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you being here also. Thank you for the gift. Let's get to a cup on Mighty Mulatto. $2, flabbergasted. Gypsy being magnanimous to Dee Dee. Yeah. No. Right? Mm-mm. Only when it behooves her, Mighty Mulatto. Only when she is going to get something out of it will she, be okay with her mom. But, the main theme is her mom's a monster. But I love it. Thank you, Mighty Mulatto. All right. Let's see a couple more comments here. Hold on. Let's get to, yeah. Okay, we've got there's my Carolina girl. There she is. Carolina girl, member for 13 months, with the goat. Love you, Becca. Thank you, Carolina girl. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And guys, if you don't know who Carolina girl is, I don't know who you are, but yeah, go sub to her channel. Carolina girl, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and drop the link to your channel. She's got a lot of great stuff on her channel. Of course, she is the one that got me access to the videos, and I'll be forever grateful for that. And I've come to know her now as a friend, and I can say that she knows more about this case probably than me, and that's saying a lot, okay? And her heart is just for justice for Dee Dee. And so if you guys would be so kind, if you care about this case, you want to be following Carolina girl. That's for sure. All right, guys. With that, that is going to be the final. Where is this? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I can't find it. No. Nope. Okay, there we go. That will be the final. How long have we gone here? Oh my God, 3.5 hours. You guys, I don't know how many live streams it's going to be for us to cover the calls that are really important. I will continue to get on it. I'm kind of in contact with other content creators that I know that have gotten it. And you know what? I think we should all just work together. And if we find something important to just share it, because there's so many calls. There's no need to keep any of this stuff to one channel. Obviously, we have it. We would need 100. We would need 1,000 channels working 24 hours a day to even maybe get this done in a month. Maybe AI can help us. Here I want to end with this. The big problem with these calls is the way they're not dated. So they are by year, but to find out the date, you have to go to this PDF file that has, let me just say, it's difficult to find the dates. And so as like a former reporter myself that worked writing articles, it's always the who, what, where, and why. And so the date is very important on these when you're reporting on these, right? You need to have the date. So that's why I was at least giving you the year of it. And I tried to figure out around what date, because it was going to be too hard. Didn't have enough time to figure out the exact date on them. But there's a PDF file for every year that you have to go to and match up the call with the date. And it's not easily done. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, yeah, if you're out there and you want to help work on this, let me know, or let another content creator know that has the calls, because to get these in some order is needed. Yeah, I'm all for getting all of it out as quickly as possible to the whole community. And that means all of us working together. So I just want to put that out there also. Keegan says, abandon me. She will be back, I'm sure. And I'm tired now. I'm tired. I'm tired after yesterday, starting with this. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the gifts. I'm always so humbled by the gifts and by the support. I always figure like maybe we'll get 3 people to show up for a live stream. Always humbled by the numbers. And I love you guys so much. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the truth train going. It's happening behind the scenes. So let's just keep it going, guys. All right. All right. That's going to do it for me and Keekins and everybody here over at my house that hasn't eaten dinner yet. All right. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Good night. Becca Scoops out. See you soon.